finna boss that. Don't give me no back chat, I'm coming out on top with my lyrical combat. I run the night, make it overflow. I run the game, let all of them know. I run the block, it's under control. I run the block, it's under control. Let me teach you a lesson, baby, I got what you want. I make a big impression, girl, you calling out for more. Baby, I'm your new obsession, it's under my control. Dum da 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 da. Yeah, I'll make your head bop. Won't allow that heat drop. Rising up so high, it vibes like I'm on top. I run the night, make it overflow. I run the game, let all of them know. I run the block, it's under control. I run the block, it's under control. Let me teach you a lesson, baby, I got what you want. I make a big impression, girl, you calling out for more. Baby, I'm your new obsession, it's under my control. Dum da 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 da.
To the city on the left side, throwing up west side, yeah. Slide. To the land outside, top down in a ride, oh yeah. Slide. To the city, big dreams meet Hollywood schemes, oh yeah. Slide. 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 Hit the I-5 going 95 in a VA, switch lanes on a freeway. Hit the 110, going 110 with the top down, run the city like a relay. I had way too many switch on me, man, you never would've thought they friends. I got way too much going to be worried about them, can't worry about them, oh no. Slide. To the city on the left side, throwing up west side, yeah. Slide. To the land outside, top down in a ride, oh yeah. Slide. To the city, big dreams meet Hollywood schemes, oh yeah. Slide, slide, slide.
On the racks laying all on my body, peeking out the window with a shawty. And you know I'm getting rich like I'm Roddy. I'll be so out the way you can't find me. I got one too many thoughts in my head while I'm laying down counting this bread. I got my phone going off, but I can't fall off, so I leave them all red, I know.
Slide. To the city on the left side, throwing up west side, yeah. Slide. To the land outside, top down in a ride, oh yeah. Slide. To the city, big dreams meet Hollywood schemes, oh yeah. Slide, slide, slide.
Ooh, that's that. Ooh, that's fast. What is that? Ooh, that's that. Ooh, that's fast. Yeah, what is that? Ooh, that's that. I got it. Ooh, that's fast. Okay, yeah. Ooh, what it do?
Just as you are, you are, you are.
It's like you got some sort of higher power.
your bags. Okay, I step on the field, it's a rap. They cannot keep up with the laps. No way. I put their record in the past, you know it's a fact, confirming the stats. Game time, game time, game time. They about to step on a landmine. Dialed in like a landline. Don't let them talk, I don't pay them on. Walked in with the mindset. Money line, that's a big bet. Top 10, I'm a prospect. Turn a problem to a profit. Top 10, I'm a prospect. Turn a problem to a we on the way. We on the way. We on the way. We on the way. It's game time, yeah. We on the way. Whole team know the mission. Gotta focus all senses. Gassed up, no omission. Eyes on the vision. Gotta handle business. 100 yards on a play. Big dubs on the way. 2 play, it'll be played. Get up out my face, we are not the same. Get down in the city, I'm back on the base. Gotta get to it, no pain is safe. Running the game, they running away. They running their mouth, you know they are fake. Pick a side, pick a side. Okay, is you on for the ride? Okay, new kid on the block, next up, best up on the rise. New kid on the block, next up, blessed up. We on the way. We on the way. We on the way. We on the way. It's game time, yeah. We on the way.
This is the blueprint. I lay it out like a map for you, no cap for you. Better take notes, this facts for you, real rap for you. Catch me in action, seatbelt fast. And can you imagine, tell of a dragon? You'll never get it or get anywhere without all of the passion. Put in the work, multiply that, straight from the dirt, straight out the mud. Catching a buzz now, this a high with no come down. Tune in for the rundown, yeah. Ooh, if you want a problem, then come find me. Come find me, come find me. If you want the work, then come find me. Come find me, come find me. This might be the moment to blow up and take my throne. Chills down, all down my spine, feel it through my bones. This might be the moment to blow up and take my throne. Might be the moment to blow up and take my throne. Don't chase what you can't handle. Type to dismantle what's in the way. I gotta chill, but keeping it real, I'm always hungry, hunting for a plate. Refills ain't coming too easy. Be still so the ops don't see me. Trust and believe me, I'm about to take what's mine. Typical selfish and greedy, Ooh, if you want a problem, then come find me. Come find me, come find me. Ooh, if you want the work, then come find me. Come find me, come find me. Come find me. This might be the moment to blow up and take my throne. Chills down, all down my spine, feel it through my bones. This might be the moment to blow up and take my throne.
돼서 멈출 수 없어 날개를 펼쳐 이제 나도 love in my desire 뜨거운 내 심장 끝없이 다 번져가 모든 걸 걸어 이제 I'm on my way no fear no delay You know that in my mind 모두가 봐 we're just getting started 흔들리지 않아 oh 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 세상 위로 날아 I'm on my way 모두가 놀라 we're taking over hey 지금 이 순간 우린 on ready This is my way 이제 멈추지 않아 no retreat oh 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 I'm on my way 그럼 네가 불가능은 없어 hey 시간은 내 편 make it look good This is my way 이제 나를 믿어봐 no defeat oh 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 넘치는 그 energy you let it flow 한번 지켜봐봐 우리의 glow No stopping now we done this right We unstoppable side by side ay ay 기다림 끝났어 내 안에 힘을 모두가 놀라 We're moving fast forward We're burning up Know that in my mind 모두가 봐 We're just getting started 흔들리지 않아 Oh 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 세상 위로 날아 I'm on my way 모두가 놀라 We're taking over hey 지금 이 순간 우린 on ready This is my way 이제 멈추지 않아 no retreat oh 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 I'm on my way 그럼 네가 불가능은 없어 hey 시간은 내 편 make it look good This is my way 이제 나를 믿어봐 no defeat oh 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 oh
That's all I know. That's all I know. That's all.
Hey, I'm going out of legend. When you hear my name, you gon' respect it. Cause I did it every time that I said it. Boy, I'm going out of legend. I've been working 24/7. They ain't give me nothing easy, so I had to go and get it. I'm a legend. They gon' try to act like we ain't had it. They can't overlook the way we made it happen. So I'm going out of legend.
I'm going out of legend.
That's why I'm going out of legend.
I'm going out of legend.
Yeah, I'm going out of legend.
Hey yo, homie, if I don't get a blue face bill, I never kick it like a Luke Kane hill. I'ma grind, no matter the repertoire. It's a true great skill. Never mattered, homie, you hate still. But I'm a legend, I'm not running from nothing. I'm locked, loaded, and dumping. I cooked up in the private, then I showed it in public, huh? You see me rocking and not double the budget, huh? Winning the topic, I stop, we hit the summit, huh? Yeah. Get a ring, then do it again. Win the team, man, shoot in the gym. Billie Jean to the coupe in the Benz. I'm a 1, 2, 3, and a 10. All slots, man, all stops, man. I ain't giving up nothing to them. Y'all tuck it in, man.
Hey, I'm going out of legend. When you hear my name, you gon' respect it. Cause I did it every time that I said it. Boy, I'm going out of legend. I've been working 24/7. They ain't give me nothing easy, so I had to go and get it. I'm a legend. They gon' try to act like we ain't had it. They can't overlook the way we made it happen. So I'm going out of legend.
I'm going out of legend.
That's why I'm going out of legend.
I'm going out of legend.
Yeah, I'm going out of legend.
yeah
Let me talk to my yo. Legends carry homies, legends that's be holy. Legends carry trophies like Steph and Larry Kobe. Legends master prolies, fanbase legends pass the proceeds. Trenches, gas and rollies, vengeance, batches, blast and blowies. Never send me OP fam, I sent them cats below me. Now I pray to Jesus out the trap, I'm out my soul free. Legends prowling proceeds, legends pound the goat breed. Legends ask for souls lead in the trenches, got the smoky. I'm in with gas for dope bleed. In the trap, they clap the cold streets. Legendary status, flow be everlasting, rapping black and catch me snapping.
Hey, I'm going out of legend. When you hear my name, you gon' respect it. Cause I did it every time that I said it. Boy, I'm going out of legend. I've been working 24/7. They ain't give me nothing easy, so I had to go and get it. I'm a legend. They gon' try to act like we ain't had it. They can't overlook the way we made it happen. So I'm going out of legend.
I'm going out of legend.
That's why I'm going out of legend.
I'm going out of legend.
Yeah, I'm going out of legend.
I don't think they really got the message. We ain't doing this for nothing. All my dogs gonna be legends, yeah.
맞을까 너의 그 유치한 bluff 데이진 내 runway 날 보는 눈빛 on slay 너의 끝까지 따라올래 벌써 far away 본능적인 all in start getting bright 영원히 피는 불 burning high 멈추지 않아 feel my fire 눈부신 빛 is my time 눈에 담긴 my own way 빛나는 길로 달려갈래 feel the breeze calling me set me free let it be 더 크게 외쳐 이 순간 my choice you know now right this is my voice oh oh zooming boom boom step aside quick clap all eyes on me crown skills and loyalty oh 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 we take the stage turn it up 내 세계를 봐 날아올라 fly high 우린 끝을 몰라 길을 만들어 ain't no lie 매 순간 또 저는 never retreat like it's my beat keep my focus sharp 멈추지 마 repeat 높이 날아 my sky is the start my rhythm is fire it's the piece of art 네가 넘볼 수 없는 flow masterpiece of art keep it raw 내 이름 history raw 멈추지 않아 feel my fire 눈부신 빛 is my time 눈에 담긴 my own way 빛나는 길로 달려갈래 feel the breeze calling me set me free let it be 더 크게 외쳐 이 순간 my choice you know now right this is my voice oh oh zooming boom boom step aside quick clap all eyes on me crown skills and loyalty oh 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 we take the stage oh 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 zooming boom boom step aside quick clap all eyes on me crown skills and loyalty oh 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 we take the stage I stood my ground and it's no surprise that you folded. You thought you had control, but you realized you couldn't hold it. I offered peace, you wanted a problem, and now you've got one. Power looks good to the eyes when you have none. Are you ready? Are you willing? Make a stand, make a killing. Are you
is the dirt in my mouth. You can drag me, you can kill me, to try to stomp the flame out. Oh, angel sound echoes in the darkest hour. You can hunt me and you can have me, but you have no power. It's coming over the horizon like the burning sun. Oh, let there be silence for the ones we drew our courage from. This is salvation. I can see mercy on the hill. Don't let your faith dim. There is a light the darkness can never kill. Holding the line, bound by the rough thread of hope. Yeah, we've got blood in the fight, and we won't stop till you're empty of both. Oh, this is our century. All together, and we won't let go. This is salvation. I can see mercy on the hill. Your faith in there is a light the darkness can never kill. This is salvation. I can see mercy on the hill. Your faith in there is a light the darkness can never This is salvation. I can see mercy on the hill. Your faith in there is a light the darkness can never kill. This is salvation. I can see mercy on the hill. Your faith in there is a Oh, there is a light the darkness can never kill.
Set a course for the great unknown. Say goodbye to this worldly home. Called us fools bound for the grave, but we will never bow to the throne. So turn your eyes to the open sea, a voice that howls and calls for me. We're the horizon reaches its end, that's where we will be. That's where we will be. To the end. We won't fall, hear the ancient call. If death will show its face to us, we will rise up and stand tall. Never fear the end. We won't break or bend. If death will reveal its face to us, we will chase it to the end. They will speak of the things we've done, burn like fire, shine like the sun, cut our names so deep in the stones that the damage can't be undone. They will never try to understand why you were meant to take the hand of a legacy destined for open ears and a heart built for this land. You were built for this land. We won't fall or fall. Hear the ancient call. If death will show its face to us, we will rise up and stand tall. Never fear the end. We won't break or bend. If death will reveal its face to us, we will chase it to the end. We won't fall or fall. Hear the ancient call. If death will show its face to us, we will rise up and stand tall. Never fear the end. We won't break or bend. If death will reveal its face to us, we will chase it to the end. Set a course for the great unknown. Say goodbye to this worldly home. They called us fools bound for the grave, but we will never bow to the throne. We will never bow to the throne.
Tell me, what do you see? What does fate have in store for me? Will I stand or do I run? Will they call me the chosen one? Will 1,000 soldiers chant my name? Or am I to be lost in the flames? Do you see me upon a throne with the ones I love? Or do I fight alone? We fight until we fall. We fight until we fall. not to be lost in the flames. Do you see me upon a throne with the ones I love, or do I fight alone? We fight until we fall.
There we go. We should be live. Hello, everybody. How is everyone tonight? Fuck, we made it here. Welcome to I guess the grand finals of the OBL for both Division 1 and Division 2 tonight. I'm sure we've all been on a couple times now. I'm Corey, I'm one of the staff, and I am joined here by... Go ahead. Oh, go ahead. Oh.
Excited to see what production has brought out, and I will be, join alongside. Oh no, I got the wrong side. I'll be joined alongside with Jacob, of course, for casting a little bit with the Div 2. So very keen, excited, and we'll go up above and swing it back to Corey.
Yes. So yeah, I with off the bat instantly I've walked straight into a tech issue, but just to do a quick recap. Yeah, I am joined by Grunky as well as myself. We'll be doing Division 1. And we will then have Sensei B as well as Jacob doing the Division 2 game. I might have had Discord unsynced, so let's just ignore that one. But yeah, and before the game starts, it does start at 7 o'clock. We will walk straight into the award ceremony for all of Season 2. Is anybody want to have anything quickly to say? Otherwise, I'll throw us over into the awards.
Yeah, no, I mean, gotta have the awards. Got to shout out all of our great players, all the great players. It will be a little bit different to last year. Couple different awards, couple of the same awards, but yeah, very much still a democratic system where everyone votes for pretty much all the awards apart from 1 or 2, which are nominated by Honda Civic and myself. So yeah, we'll just jump straight into it and see what it's all about.
And opening
2 awards. What a great time to be alive, and this is a great one. Everybody loves the general chat. Everyone loves jumping in the general chat. So we got to celebrate the best general chatter. We'll check out these nominations and see who is up for grabs. So we have 3 big names here. Wrangle, not a quantity guy, but rather a quality guy to be in the chat. Whenever he drops a message, it is always hotly contested or it is straight rage bait. No in between. And Ina is more of a quantity person, but that doesn't diminish the quality. Always contributing some absolute bangers. And then who could forget about our dearest Deaconator, who always jumps in the chat and keeps it full. Some honourable mentions, obviously Shots has risen up the leaderboards of great chatters. Eminence is, he's at the peak of his game with his chat. And then Nay and Owen also rounding out those honourable mentions. What do you think about those nominations, guys?
I am definitely on board with a lot of the ones put out. Wrangle has been pretty prevalent in the kind of general chat and stuff like that. I will always give a shout out to my homie Deaconator though. I do remember all the way back in season 1, I believe we had like a message bot. He's the only one I had ever seen hit diamond, so very, very prevalent.
Epic. Right, well, let's see who has taken home the award.
And
the winner is Ina, of course, won by quite the landslide. Everyone absolutely loves having this person in the chat, and it didn't take me long scrolling up the chat to find an absolute banger of a quote, so feast your eyes on a great one with that.
When you said that through to me and I was double checking through the awards, seeing that the screenshot of that quote, I hadn't laughed that hard in a very long time.
It's beautifully worded, But yeah, so Ina, you are the winner for the Chatter Award this season, taking the award from Pressure Fade. So yeah, we'll move swiftly along to the next award though, which will be the Admin Award. Gotta be celebrating our admin team, everyone, all the team behind the scenes, putting in a lot of effort. Let's check out what nominees we got on the board for this one. So we had 2 main nominees. 2 main highly voted for individuals, which was Chef and the new team member Carlos. Carlos Barron has been putting in great efforts and has been recognized for those efforts with some great votes. Some good honorable mentions. New to the team, Harold, Soltex, I snuck in there somehow, and then the graphics goat Dio is also in the honorable mentions. Let's see who took this one home. The winner is Chef. And there is a photo of him there that is his setup at home, and that's how he operates and does all the great work for the OBL. Chef winning by a landslide in the votes. Absolutely deserved admin award winner there.
Nothing like doxing Chef with a IRL picture. He is in fact Gordon.
Yeah, he is in fact Gordon Ramsay.
And who's the person in the back? Who's the admin slave in the back?
That's Blake.
It's the behind the scenes crew.
That's Blake who's doing all the dirty work.
Good. So good. Good shot. Love it.
Yeah. Shout out to Chef. Moving along. We've got plenty more awards to give out. And the Caster Award, which was taken home last year. Well, last season by our man Jacob. And he is the inaugural winner. But this time, we might have a different one. We might have a repeat. Let's see the nominations. And the nominees are this call. So everyone in this call is nominated for the Caster Award.
All-star team.
There can only be one. And the winner is...
Drumroll please, dude.
Roll.
It's me this time. I don't want to be the Obama image of him meddling himself. So if Jacob or Squint has any words to congratulate me, they can go ahead now.
Well, I mean,
You go, Jacob. You go.
I was gonna say, I voted for Grunky last season, so good to see that being realized now. Obviously, a great asset we have here, and I've done many a cast and had a great time with him. So very happy to see it go to you.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, thanks everyone for voting for me. I was quite chuffed with all the votes coming in. But yeah, we'll move along. Not too much self-service here as we are going to the next one, which will be the Div 2 Breakout Star. And this is just someone who's, excited the public, taken names, and being noticed as the new Breakout Star of this division. So, who are the nominees for us? Nominees will be Cat Slayer, obviously coming to this and is doing absolute work in the bot lane. Shots was another big name there in the Div 2, and then Cones, obviously a very well respected member of the Div 2 as well. And an honorable mention is the newly anointed mid laner of Div 2, Dollop. All great names. Does anyone have anything to say about these Div 2 players?
You might see some of them tonight.
Yeah. I think we've got a couple of these players on tonight, so very keen to
I
see
recognize some names.
Exchange. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, let's go ahead and see who the winner is. It will be Cat Slayer. A very impressive KDA, is a Season 2 finalist and is the highest rated OBL ADC for Div 2. Also, has been rated within the top 5 every single week here at the OBL. So an absolute stat monster and very easily the winner of Div 2 Breakout Star.
But will he be the winner of the Div 2 Grand Finals?
Let's see
the
if
real
this
question.
can bring them a little bit of
feather in his
confidence,
hat?
bring the edge over.
There's
And
quite the amount
yeah,
of titles under him. Well, congratulations to Cat Slayer. Wow.
yeah, it was a good prize, and we'll move over to the next award. We do want to keep moving quickly, and it's going to be the Div 1 version of that award, the Div 1 Breakout Star. And got some good nominees for this one here. There will be Pata Jopo, the Beast in the Jungle. My man Harry D in the mid lane, and then top will be in the top lane. Some awesome honorable mentions as well. Don't want to forget about Celtics, Goonbaggy, and Urk, who have all been having amazing seasons. Going to be seeing a couple of these players here tonight in the Div 1 finals. So let's see who the breakout star of Div 1 is. And it will be Pata Jopo, who is the highest DPM jungler, the second highest gold per minute jungler, and the second highest KDA jungler. Those are all insane stats, and is the highest OBL rated jungler for the split as well. So, you know, the stats don't lie. These are all voted awards, but they just so happen to be the highest voted, you know, in their categories. So shout out to Pata Jopo for winning that and taking that out.
That was crazy impressive. Highest DPM, the second highest GPM, second highest K. Wow, that is an impressive kind of stat lineup for him.
That's a unit, bro. That is a
I
unit.
know.
Jungle.
Wow.
Man. That is crazy.
Absolute menace.
And moving along, got to keep the show rolling. We will have most improved. So this is a player that people have noticed have, you know, added some wrinkles to their games post-season. And yeah, so we'll see who was voted for the most improved player for Div 2. The nominees are Push, Tiger, and Kickman. And we do have some honorable mentions with Bronzon, Mordhau, and Joker. So let's see who is the most improved for the Div 2. It will be Push Tiger is voted for as the most improved Div 2 player.
He's come a very long way from when he had first started all the way in Season 1. Coming in as the push top lane and remaining through Season 2. And very impressive kind of performances in a lot of the games I had casted of him.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Not good effort from
definitely,
him. So.
definitely a predator, the top lane.
The Tiger. Who would have done?
So moving on, we'll be looking at the Div 1 version of that award. And we will see some awesome nominees popping up here as well. It will be Ring. There's an extra G in there, which is not meant to be in there. It's meant to be Ring Reese. But it will be me as well. Got a couple votes myself, so thank you for that. And Agraha, who is an absolute beast, has gone from Div 2 to Div 1 in the matter of a week and subbed in and made an amazing performance. So, absolutely worth it. But yeah, obviously, Agraha is going to pick that one up with an incredible performance last weekend. A nice quote that someone submitted was, Agraha, honestly can't get over this Div 2 player's performance coming in the Div 1 arena. I think that was you, Kat, who left that that quote there for us.
I did. I certainly did. It was honestly amazing to cast Agraha last weekend. It was honestly the goated performance. Needed it. Had to be shouted out for.
Yeah, so I think that was they are a Div 2 player, but they are the most improved in Div 1 because I'm sure
right? Default, right?
Yeah, so it's a big award. But yeah, we'll move along to the next one. And we'll try and get, I think... Oh yes, this is a half voted for, half me picked one. So this is the Grunky piece most exciting. This is the player that I liked watching. Person, you know, who took risks, who made it fun, and you wanted to watch their game. So let's check out some awesome nominees for this category. So we do have Urk, Harry D, and Havoc. All three of these players, absolute menaces in their own right. You know, all meta-shifting players. You know, Harry, Dean, Havoc residing in the mid lane, both doing some absolutely crazy work. And we do have some awesome honorable mentions as well with Shots, Fat Cones, Locks, and Spooky Man all getting a decent amount of votes for themselves. But out of these three beasts, there can only be one winner.
Which is...
It is going to be Urk155, receiving a generous amount of votes. I didn't even have to rock the vote for this person to win, but yeah, playing off meta takes confidence, and Urk does not lack that confidence. And they will be the Grunky Pete's most exciting player for the split. And they're also the winner of a $20 RP card, which I shall pass on to them and contact them after this. The last year's winner was not for an award, but merely just for submitting a vote, and that was actually Penguin who took that one home last year. But this year it will be Urk picking up the prize.
Congratulations to Urk, yeah.
Big ups on the Urk.
And moving on to the next award. Don't go into the nominees yet, but what we will do... Actually, no, go to the nominees.
Alrighty.
We've got OBL Dio, the resident content creator here. We've got Envy and Honda Civic. And what we will do now is we will bring in a very special guest to this call, and they will be helping us out with the rest of the awards show. Let me see if I can drag them in. Can I? Do I have the power to?
I got it. There we go.
All right.
Oh, hello.
Welcome, Honda.
It's him.
Oh,
Yes.
thank you so much. Oh, it's good. And congratulations to all the winners of the awards, especially you, Grunk. A very deserved caster award as well, I must say.
Honestly, I think this year Jacob was robbed of his back-to-back, but you know that's for the OBL community to revote next year. But yeah, so if you could watch the Corey stream just so you're up to date.
Thank you. Yep. Yes, I'm watching.
All right. Oh, in the Discord call. There you go.
Yeah.
So you have three awesome content creators. What would you say about any of your peers here?
Oh well, look. It's a toughly contested award, this one. Obviously Envy, he's been in the game for a long time. He knows everyone knows him, and he's sort of like the Kane Corns of the OBL, isn't he? Like, just a lot of hot takes, and you sort of have to hear what he says, regardless of if you like it. So yeah, I'll be interested to see how
Very
this
on
pans
the
out.
nose.
That's good.
Yeah, and without without spoiling the winner of this award did pick up around 97% of the vote for this award.
Oh,
and
wow.
we will see the winner right now. It is Honda Civic, of course. You know, we're
Oh
not
my
getting
God.
in here to give the award out to anyone else. But Honda, mate, you're absolutely deserving of this award. You have been putting in the efforts, putting in the yards, and it just makes this community what it is with people like you doing fun stuff and having a good time playing League of Legends.
Yeah, well, hey, I appreciate the votes, and yeah, as you say, that's what I like to do. I like to try and keep it fun and sort of make sure that we know what the OBL's for, and it's about having fun. It's not it's not so serious at the end of the day.
I think you do a great job of it.
Absolutely, man. We will keep you around as we've got some more awards to give out.
Yep.
So we'll jump through to the next award, which will be the Best Org. And this is awarded for logo, theme, and contribution to OBL. You know, it not only the legacy you leave on the Rift in terms of wins, but, you know, how interested everyone, invested everyone is in your team. Let's see some awesome nominees for this award. And we'll have Coven, Brisbane Logic, Perry Farney, and Old and Washed. And there are some honorable mentions with DNR, Do Not Redeem, Interstellar, and Push. So out of these organizations, Honda, what ones take your eye?
Yeah, well, you've got a mix of young and old, don't you? I mean, and obviously some that participate in Div 1 and Div 2, which obviously sort of contributes to their strength and their scope in the OBL. But I would say, I mean, I'm very biased, aren't I? But in terms of their publicity, I think Brisbane Logic have been pretty intentional with their brand, which I've enjoyed, and I think they're just growing from strength to strength. But look, honestly, I could see anyone getting this award.
Absolutely. Well, let's check out who won this award. It's double
clap.
There it is. Brisbane
Oh my
Logic
God.
is the best org winner for season 2. You know, we couldn't get you in here to accept just one award. We had to get you in here to accept 2. So, any words as the chairman of Brisbane Logic?
Yeah, well, no, I'm very proud of this one. More so proud of this one because, you know, I think we are building and we're trying to make an org that attracts good players, right? And I think we've done that with the announcement of Harold, you know, joining our team for season 3, and I think we try to keep it fun in there, and we try to you know, we try to include people in that fun, I suppose. And yeah, look, it's a proud day to be part of BL, and especially watching some of our players on the finals stage, and you know, Soltech's assistant coach, I suppose, on the finals stage as well tonight. So yeah, a great night for BL. Thanks for everyone who voted for us.
No worries, no, absolutely deserved. And then we will move swiftly on to the next one, just so we're all on time. And it is the last one, and it is your actual award. So there's no nominees. We'll just go straight forward to the winner. But yeah, give a little rundown on what this award means to you.
Yeah, well, along the same sort of spirit, you know, we know the OBL's slogan is getting amongst it, you know, and I think it's a really good slogan, and I wanted to create this award to sort of recognize people that I think really get that. And so yeah, this person that I have given the award to, I think really encapsulates that. You know, it's about someone who clearly is, you know, they're there for fun, and winning or losing doesn't matter as much as, you know, their engagement, involvement in the community, and just making it fun to be involved. So that's sort of what this Getting Amongst It award is all about. So without further ado, let's see who I've given it to. Congratulations, Shots. His name. We need the applause soundboard in here.
Start clapping.
Clap.
I've got it somewhere.
Clap. Yeah, look, Shots, his name's been mentioned a bunch of times tonight, but I think one thing that's been, I've written it there. One thing that's clear, you know, after a game, he's in the chat and he's having a laugh, you know, whether he's won or lost, and I really appreciate that about Shots. He's got really involved this split, and you know, he's probably not watching because he's getting ready to fight off for the Div 2 title tonight, but yeah, shout out to Shots. I think he's a great contributor around here.
Absolutely. No, I appreciate you joining us for the awards. As someone who is a major part of the OBL community civic, thanks on behalf of obviously all of us and the staff for, you know, getting amongst it yourself, and getting, you know, so much fun content. Everyone looks forward to your little YouTube videos during the weeks and all those kind of stuff, and all your kind of contributions in terms of players, and just the way you carry yourself is very impressive, mate. So it's always good to have you on the broadcast and, you know, giving out a good award.
You know, thank you for having me, and thanks for all the votes and stuff. I look forward to watching some good league tonight.
Absolutely, mate.
Aren't we all?
Thank you very much.
Thank you again,
Thank
Honda.
you, guys. Cheers.
Adios,
Cheers,
bye.
brother.
And with that ends our award ceremony as I jump us back into our cameras for just a little bit of talking before we jump straight. Everyone quickly readjust before we... yeah. No, it gets like that. I think at one point I'm like, I had leg up getting ready just to chill. I'm like, oh, cry. But yeah, we're 5 minutes pretty much from Champ Select as our teams go in. And then kind of... Yeah, as we go through this, it's I can't believe we're at the end of season 2 already. This came crazy fast.
Been quick.
It's been a big season.
It has. It very much has. I'm glad I get to be a part of it just for the grand finals. I know it wasn't very prevalent during the whole season, but I'm here at the end, and hopefully next season I'll be a bit more show-upping. But
you're all good, mate. You're all good. things pop up. I wasn't here for half the season either, so it doesn't matter. It's just how you finish the season, you know.
Exactly. But well, are you with Jacob and Swin? How do we want to do this? Because I know you guys are jumping off to go do the Division 2 casts.
Yeah.
Do we just want to chill around until all the game starts, or are you two gonna make your own way, or?
I go where Jacob goes.
Yeah, we'll switch over in 4 minutes. So
easy, solid.
I've got 4
But
minutes on the countdown, and then we'll transition over, and I can full Gatsby separately.
Brilliant, true, brilliant. But so going into this, does anybody have let's be honest, any preferences on tonight's winners?
I want Old and Wash to win. That's because my boy Harry D's playing. No, just a little humble there. Got to after last weekend, and I had an absolute blast with that. So no, 100% want to see how they perform coming into it, and hope they bring it home.
There's definitely some good Harry D games around the place.
100%.
Did we cast the Zinzao one time? That was
we
crazy.
did. We did.
Yeah, that was. Yeah. I won't forget that.
100% no.
Did he absolutely pop off, or?
Yes.
Yeah, nice, good.
Regardless of who wins, we're going to get a returning champion is going to pick up the crown. So you've either got Griff, who won last season with Old and Washed, or Golden Features, who's currently on Old and Washed. So yeah, there will be a 2-time OBL champion by the end of the night, and I'm excited to see what happens. I think Griff is an excellent mid laner, and can definitely be the perfect foil for someone like Harry D, who's been on an absolute tear, plays whatever champ he wants, and is extremely consistent, a great laner. But yeah, Griff has just proven to be that spanner in the works that works, and the way he can manage a team and really level up a team has shown the split as well, where he's taken his new roster, Mr. 100, to the finals. And so we've got a couple new faces in the final rounds, but Old and Washed, they're looking to pick up 2 OBL titles within their first 2 OBLs. So yeah, it's going to be a really great matchup, and I think it's a very fitting storyline to finish off the season.
Yeah, it's as well, just for everyone that is joining us as we begin to look towards going to these games. Tonight, it will only be a best of 3, at least on the Division 1 end. I don't know about the Division 2, if they've agreed for best of 5 or 3. Would you know, Jacob?
Still 3, as far as I'm aware, unless someone springs it up on me randomly. Yeah, should just be a 3.
Awesome. Well then, yeah, going into tonight, both teams will just be going until best of 3 for the to walk with Season 2 finalists as the winners, I guess.
Yeah, so give us a little rundown on the Div 2 finals for the uninitiated.
Well, it's 2 teams that get a lot of talk about, Pedestrians and Feline Friends. I think most notably their mid laners in the form of Dollop and Envy. You'll see them in chat quite a lot. You hear from them all the time, and both these teams definitely want to back themselves in some of what they say, and I think that's going to be on display on the Rift with how aggressively they're going to be going at each other. It should be great to see.
There's definitely no lack of skill out of that finals matchup. But yeah, quick, obviously, shout out to Dream, who didn't win the finals last year because they were away, but they are a winner. So they will also be returning to the Rift for Olden Wash to try and become a back-to-back themselves. Sorry to Golden and Soltex. I did missed that one out, but yeah, it should be good.
Yep. And well, we are going to leave you guys for now. Caspy and I will move over to the Div 2 stream. Wish you guys the best of luck for the Div 1 games. Hope it's a phenomenal series filled with lots of interesting plays that we can clip and talk about for seasons to come.
We hope the same happens for Div 2. That we just get great games coming out of this. A lot of content to hopefully focus on as we enter into now our break period. I believe going into August, I think, or roughly. I don't know if we have a set date for season 3. But I think
we do in between. We do have obviously the arena tournament coming up on the 25th of July, and then there are rumblings of a mid-season invitational helmed by myself, which will include 4 teams and will run over a single day. So that might be happening roughly 26th as well. So if you are a team owner or a manager that's listening to this right now, flick me a DM and let me know that you're interested. And we'll go from there. Nothing's been confirmed yet, but there will definitely be something to tide everyone over until next season.
Yeah, and see you guys later for now.
Yes.
Adios.
Let's skedaddle. Take care. Thanks for having.
All good. Adios. Have a good one. They're gone. I'll get rid of them.
They just poofed off the screen.
Alrighty, I will then bring you and I a bit more into the focus now that they've gone off to their game. Nothing like quickly on the fly editing.
Yeah, no, that was good.
How is that? Or are you too far off? You're too far off. Oh wait, I'll fix that. But yeah, it looks like our members are now entering into the lobbies, and we will get the Division 1 game kicking off in just a moment. I have put a poll out into the YouTube chat. If you're there, make your vote now. It's on who's going to take Game 1 of tonight. We currently have a pretty landslide voting towards Alton Wash, sitting on an 83% vote rate at the moment. But which, if that's the case, Mr. 100's proven wrong. They're the ones that I'm gonna back Game 1. Always go for the clearly on the underdogs.
Well, you know, they either could win. I think there's no true underdog of the series. Both teams thrive in different kind of styles of games, so it's going to be who can get the game rolling to the way that they want. I do know that Mr. 100 is a little bit more sort of crazy in terms of the way that they just go for a lot of fights, but Olden Wash, they have some extremely skilled players who can read the map really well. Obviously, Soltex and Harry D have been around, and having a consistent machine in the bot lane like Selfish really helps, keep everything under wraps. So I think they're going to be quite ready for all of the strategies that Mr. 100 can throw at them. But the top lane is something interesting. It is a big advantage for Mr. 100 as they do have top in the top lane up against You Can Dream. So that matchup is a little bit more one-sided, so to say. I think You Can Dream can definitely hold his own, but top has been an absolute beast and has been a top performer, mind my pun, in that section of the map. So look to that for some spiciness, and I think top's going to really have to carry some of this series for Mr. 100 to kind of take over the map, because I feel like Harry can definitely do a good job neutralizing Griff for the most part.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I unfortunately am not too across the Division 1. I'm more stick to like the kind of Division 2 thing, but going into this, I am probably going to be rather interested on keeping an eye out for Soltex and seeing the kind of the team decisions that Olden Wash go ahead and do. I believe they did take Season 1 as the finalists, I guess, as well. So going into this, it's more or less, I'm just keen to watch League is what I'm trying to get at. So I'm It's going to be a good game tonight, as they are quickly just chasing up one last player that isn't ready yet. And then we can jump back straight over. I'll keep the vote up in the YouTube chat until, I would argue, probably the end of Champ Select. Then I'll end it there. So again, if you're there, make sure you get your vote down now.
Yeah, and in terms of the draft, this game one will be quite pivotal in terms of what champs are going to be used up. You know, Griff has a plethora of very aggressive champions that he will blind: the Ari, the Lissandra. He's even been known to blind the Vex, which is pretty ballsy, as Vex is predominantly a counter pick, but his self-confidence in that pick really shows. So I'm keen to see how this draft shapes up for game one. I think it's really going to give us a good idea of how these how this whole series is going to go in terms of confidence. You know, how Scrim's been going this week, how Scrim's been going last week. We saw Old and Washed had a pretty decent series against Team Bulls, and they really understood the draft and understood the assignment. So we'll jump in here and start seeing. So the Yasuo is banned against Selfish. That is a bit of a wild card pick in the bot lane. Can be taken top into like a Gnar lane or something. And you know, another interesting pocket pick of the Lux, which is Griff's pocket pick, has been taken away as well.
With that, then it's followed up soon by the Xin Zhao, obviously taking it away from Soltex, as Old and Wash now sit on their second ban. Not sure if they're going to attempt to kind of target a single player specifically, which we're seeing Mel come through would probably be Griff.
Yeah, Griff, or obviously Mel, is extremely good in the bot lane. I do expect a Neferi ban probably going to come out here against Soltex as well. That is a bit of a menacing pick for him. But yeah, so far just attacking those. Oh, they've gone for the Nocturne, so I do expect a bit of a Neferi pick coming up from Old and Washed, as that will work quite well, blind. So potentially a triple ban towards Griff, but Locke also can pick up the Mel in the bot lane. Top. This is his champ. He loves his Volibear. One of the only Volibear players, and I was looking over champion stats, and it's one of the highest win rate champions in all of OBL.
Wow.
Literally due to this guy.
That's awesome, having so much aura and gravity playing on a champion that you can single-handedly affect the OBL win rate is pretty infamous. Similar to, I guess, more or less in the in official capacity, the kind of Faker on the LeBlanc as well as Bard on the Carrier, where both those players are able to more or less single-handedly boost that character's win rate.
Yeah, and Old and Wash seem to have a counter up their sleeve with the Cho'Gath into the Volibear. So Cho'Gath does quite well, has a little bit of percentage damage on his E. Can, if he lands the Rupture, really disrupt the sort of charge of the Volibear. So they might think that's a really nice matchup. I do like the Cho'Gath top into those more volatile matchups, because you just get so much healing off the minion waves. You know, you kill the minions, you get the HP back. And then another great pick for Selfish is the Israel. Very comfortable on this champion.
Yeah, it looks like with the picks that have come out into the top lane, they're going to probably not be such an aggressive lane. Both these champions have quite the amount of sustain, as we now see Vi come through on Mr. 100 Fan Club's team, probably going towards Ringreese.
Yeah, I agree. I think they should be taking a Karma here, you know, take it away from the Israel Karma lane, and also a Volibear with a Karma that's able to speed her up, speed the Volibear up, rather, is a really nice 1-2, but they will be going for the Hui. Could be a bot lane Hui as well, as we do have Pressure, which is Fade, filling in the support role, who is typically a mid laner, but is just filling in the support role for now. So it will be interesting to see where that Hui lands.
Is the current kind of, I guess, in the state of the current meta, are APCs becoming more prevalent?
Apes, in the bot lane, absolutely. I think that's a huge meta shift. You've also had a lot of players in the MSI this year and stuff talking about it, and how they don't like the meta shifting towards that, as it is taken away from beautiful right clickers. I'm sure someone like Wrangle would agree that they do not like the damn mages in the bot lane, but it's something to adapt to, and I actually enjoy seeing it. It's it's a very interesting way to sort of adjust drafts, as looks like they're trying to get a lot more engage supports out. They are assuming that this is a jungle Maokai. I have seen a couple dirty Soltex Maokai games, so that absolutely can be the pick there. So, but I actually think this is fine for the Volibear, you know, like so far a very low damage team comp. Yeah, it's going to be hard to take this Volibear out at this pace.
Yeah, it's all like a pretty good lineup so far for the volley pick. As we kind of see the final bans come through, Mr. 100 focusing on a lot of the kind of engage and tanky supports, banning out Nautilus and Thresh. Olden Wash following up with the ADC bans, as we now see Karma come through for Olden Wash, most likely going towards golden features, as then Mr. 100 Fan Club follows up with probably their support lock next. Or maybe...
Yeah, so they have taken the Karma to pair with that Israel. We'll be able to get them to maneuver around these fights a lot better. And, oh, that looks like it might be an APC bot lane Zoe to go along. It potentially might even be just a Hui Zoe bot lane, as I do know Pressure... well, actually, their main support, who cannot make it today, Passionless, is very good at Zoe support, but it will be the Jhin. So potentially an artillery mage and Jhin bot lane here, but we will see. Yep, that is the case. So it will be Hui support. It's going to be a very interesting game. Jhin is notoriously bad at killing tanks, whereas Victor does like killing tanks. Let's just see what Harry's got up his sleeve, as they are in dire need of some damage. Potentially a Yone could be quite a nice addition to this team comp, or can just go for something like a mage of his own, maybe a Syndra, but they are in dire need of some extra damage.
It's...
No pick.
No pick. That's what we love to see.
The new no pick champion.
This one I heard got released in the latest patch. Obviously something has happened there. We will quickly find out what has happened. I assume it seems like their mid laner has accidentally disconnected, or it has frozen up on them. We will get to use with the champ that is selected very, very soon.
Yeah, so it is the last pick, so it doesn't matter too much in terms of the sequencing of picks and stuff. Yeah, so we've got an interesting little lineup here. Very tanky teams. I think this Vi is going to struggle this game. Doesn't really have any nice targets to jump onto. The Israel can just E away and put the Vi even further out of position. Whereas there's a lot of CC to keep the Volibear away. So hopefully whatever Harry has chosen is a high damage champion that can, you know, take advantage of the room it's going to get, you know. This Cho'Gath, oh, it is the Yone, so I
there we go.
Predict that one correctly, as Yone and Maokai is an absolute beast of a combo together. Yeah, I think Olden Wash's team comp has actually ended up quite nicely, especially if this Yone gets ahead. I don't think there's going to be many tools that can deal with him. You can obviously Vi ult him and just sit him down in place, but there's no burst to follow it up. Hui support is going to be getting a lot less gold, so potentially won't be doing the amount of damage that it needs. And then Victor is more of a slow chip down DPS kind of a mage. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting game. I really like both drafts. Mainly because old Mr. 100 Fan Club has got a couple comfort picks. Reese is really good on Vi, and then top is obviously the Volibear guy.
Yeah, it's looking at these team make-ups, it definitely does seem that I would argue probably Mr. 100, they're probably going to play a little more front to back. Like you said, the Jhin does struggle with the kind of the killing of the tanks, so definitely pair that up with the kind of Victor, and not too sure if any team here is going to try and push an early game offensive, I guess, or if they're going to maybe look towards and just farm, get some gold up, and then once their abilities start coming on through, maybe looking for some larger plays there. I will also wrap up the poll as we now know who is in play, so thank you everyone for voting. And it ends with Olden Wash sitting on a 71% expected win rate for game 1. So let's see if that follows through.
Yeah, so it did flip around a smidge at the end, about 10% extra of the people watching expecting Mr. 100 Fan Club to win. Yeah, I definitely think we've got a game on our hands. I mean, it is the finals. We're going to be seeing the top level of play and potentially who is feeling the pressure. There is a substitute in here who is pressure. We'll see how they go. They've locked in the Hui support, which it's just hard because I feel like with the reduced gold income, especially on Hui, in the support role, if a Cho'Gath or a Maokai gets any CC onto them, it's just good night. They're going to be quite squishy. You don't really want to build too much HP. So it will be pretty much free Cho'Gath stacks. But at the same time, I feel like top is going to be able to take advantage of that lane.
Yeah, 100%. Like I said, I feel like at least when we do go in and watch the sort of game, we're not going to be paying too much attention towards the top lane, as both these champions will have a large amount of sustain. Or otherwise, you never know. It could turn on a dime. The junglers could really come in and make a difference there. But I think definitely a lot of the effort's going to be focused more towards the bot lanes and the mid lanes. And yeah, we'll probably see our first kind of major fights come in over Dragon. I am keen to see how the Yone plays out. He's always just a fascinating champion, I would argue, to see get played in a professional capacity. Just because he can really make, with the ult come in, make some great plays, the lockdown synergy with the Maokai.
Yeah, it's an absolute demon of a champion I personally hate versing, or even having it on my team, as it is either completely useless or an absolute nightmare to deal with. But in the hands of Harry D, I think he can make pretty much any champ look really effective. So yeah, I think if they do get a snowball going, Olden Wash is going to be very hard to kill. They've just got this incredible death ball of a comp. And their damage dealers, the Yone and the Israel, are just such elusive champions. The E, the R from Yone, and then the E from Israel. They're just going to be able to create a lot of space, and they're going to have a lot of space created for them by this huge front line, which Griff can only really deal with, Front to back is probably not going to be a strong option for Olden Wash. They kind of just need to send it as hard as they can.
Yeah.
Whereas Mr. 100 Fan Club has got more of a disjointed team comp, so to say. They're going to have to use this Vi, Assault, and Battery to get some really nice picks before team fights, because I feel like if the Vi commits really deep with her ult in a team fight, it's going to be a pretty free kill, as traditionally Vi won't have too many tanky stats apart from, say, health with the Sundered Sky and the Black Cleaver and that kind of stuff, whereas Yone will definitely have a Blade of the Ruin King and will just cut her down.
Yeah, and the Yone kind of, she just goes in, engages, goes in too deep. She's then, more or less surrounded by Yone, which can get some pretty impressive shields, followed by the Maokai and the Cho'Gath, which is just tanks. So it's probably going to be more of a positioning sort of game for Ring. Is it Ring Grease or Ring Reese? Any idea?
I think it's Ring Reese, I'm assuming.
Ring Reese? Alrighty. We're going with that.
I accidentally added an extra G to the award for him, so it was Ring Grease, but
yeah,
I think it was Ring Reese.
I'm not sure which part of the name the G attaches to, so let's go ahead and go with Ring Reese. I'm sure they will let us know if it's wrong, as it looks like the ready checks are finally coming through. We did have a couple tech issues with the right client, but we will now go into the game after the spectator delay, because I forgot about that.
Oh, so we've still got the 3-minute spectator delay.
I believe so. They might have turned it off. Sorry, they are locking in now. I'm assuming it's still on, but time will tell.
Time will tell. Well, if you are around and you want to see some other League of Legends action, make sure to open up another tab and have the other stream going for the Division 2 finals. And also have another tab for MSI open. So, you know, you're inundated with League. If there's ever downtime on any stream, you can always swap to the other one. Obviously, a banger between HLE and BLG, two of the most exciting teams in the world playing against each other. And then Pedestrians. Wait, is it Pedestrians, I think? It's Feline Friends and... Let me double check what.
Yeah. As well, I will just throw it out
Feline
there.
Friends and Pedestrians are two of the most exciting teams in the world as well.
I will also just throw it out for the people watching as well as just for you and me. Yeah, on the background, if you do have like worlds and stuff going, we will avoid talking about any sort of like the results and stuff like that in case someone here is watching the OBL and then wishes to go back and then watch the VODs of MSI. I think I said worlds, but yeah, I thought I'd just throw that out there so you don't have to worry. It will be spoiler free here.
No, well, there's one spoiler in that they picked 5 Teemos in the template, so
all for one.
It is pretty exciting, historic drafting from the MSI right now. But also, they did have the show match for League Classic today, which was pretty damn awesome. I was really enjoying watching that. Got some heavy nostalgia. I actually can't wait to play that. So I think that comes out on the 29th of this month. It will be available. So everyone in the chat, let me know, what League Classic champ are you keen to pick up and try again? You know, there are a lot of awesome old champions. For me, I hope it's Graves and his old auto attack animation. That would make me very happy to be able to play that again.
Oh my god, so is the League Classic, that, I guess, game mode, is it more or less going to like version 1.0 of League, or is it reverting all the reworks, or?
So it's set in Season 3, but it has a couple of different versions of a couple of different champions. Different items. It is a bit of a wash-bosh of like Season 2 to Season 4 kind of stuff. Yeah. It is the old map, so it's pretty stylistically quite cool. Nice and oversaturated and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I was watching the show match, and obviously without spoiling anything, there was different elements from different times, which was pretty damn cool. I think it looks like it's going to be a good time. Obviously, you need to put effort into jungling again, which will be a bit of a learning curve for a lot of the new players, as you can die to the jungle creeps in League Classic.
Oh no, with that we've wiped out like 20% of jungles. That's such a shame. But yeah, right, okay, so after this is done, I guess I might go watch that the for fun kind of classic one. I didn't know about that. I saw a picture put in the OBL Discord. You can go there by our socials on the YouTube page if you wish to get amongst it. But yeah, I might go back and watch that. It sounds really, really fun and interesting. And is it coming towards, like, I guess the public, like where as a game mode?
Yep, so that'll be out on the 29th if I am correct. For everyone to play. So I'm not sure if it requires a different client or if it will just be within the same League client. I'll have to wait and see, but just from watching that gameplay today, it made me thoroughly excited. And so yeah, hopefully it is a permanent game mode and we'll all have a good jam with that.
Yes, as we now have 5 seconds on the delay, so don't worry, we'll get amongst it in about a minute's time, and then we'll be able to watch the Game 1 Grand Finals for Division 1. Again, looking at the kind of draft up on both Mr. 100 as well as Old and Washed. I would argue it's a relatively standard kind of team make-up, but they are definitely fan clubs kind of leaning into their kind of range prevalence and their back to front playstyle, as well as an Olden Wash is, as you said before, to quote, just a send it build. So I'm definitely keen to see how this goes.
Yeah, and interesting dynamic will be the Volibear and the Vi. They want to get in as deep as possible to maximize their kits, which will leave 2 mages and an artillery ADC caster very exposed to a Yone Maokai kind of backline attack. Whereas I think the Cho'Gath, is a bit of a lumbering boy, so he might be on peel duty for the Ezreal and the Karma, who can probably just free hit and move around and move away and dodge from this Volibear. So these team fights could go any way, to be honest. I think it's going to come down to who can get the most advantages in lane, because if this Victor is able to scale ahead and get to a strong mid-game position with a couple of burn items, it'll make the Cho'Gath and Maokai's job a lot harder. Whereas if the Yone finds any kind of solo kills within the first 10 minutes, I think it's going to be an issue for Mr. 100 Fag Clubbers. There's not much peel. You could defensively use the Vi ult. You could fair them with the Hui, but both options are not optimal for peel.
As we now make our way finally into game 1.
Cool graphic. So we'll be PTA on the Volibear, looking for those nice short trades and doing a little bit of extra true damage to the Cho'Gath. Well, the Cho'Gath has the classic Hail of Blades on him to get those quick trades off as well. Key thing though is top has taken Ignite on the Volibear. That will be a pretty big thing that happens in this lane. I think the team are the wrong way around on the top of the screen.
They are indeed. And wait, give me 1 second. I can fix that on the fly.
That is all good. Apart from that, not too much to see. It will be a lethal tempo Ezreal bot lane, starting out with the Doran's Blade as well as the Doran's Blade on the Jhin. Pressure, laying down some poke on the way is the early game sort of thing you want to be doing. Golden Features finding some aggressive positioning. This Victor lane is historically quite nice against the Yone. You just really need to play safe around that mid game because you can get exposed. Depending on your build, ideally you don't want to go Roller into the Yone, as he will be picking up the Blade of the Ruin King most likely, and you just need some damage threat to be put back on them.
Yeah, as we kind of see standard skirmishes start coming out, top lane, Volibear kind of pushing in towards the tower. And kind of bot lane, not too much happening, just kind of fighting for the CS currently. Looks like everyone's going to be gold as the junglers now cross the mid lane towards the bottom side of the jungles.
Yeah, I think this sort of early game is going to be pretty relaxing. Both these solo lanes are probably going to find some nice trading options. I definitely can expect top to just be perma shoving this one under as Volibear doesn't necessarily have a good time freezing waves with his passive. So that was probably going to be under tower the whole time for Cho'Gath. And the good thing about that is usually is if there is a lane that is perma shoving in, you're saying to your jungler, hey mate, you got to come and sort this guy out. But I feel like if a Maokai comes top, the Volibear is in heaven, He's like, sweet, it's 2 tanky, low damage champions that I can just heal off and potentially double kill.
Exactly.
So don't expect this Maokai to be coming top at any point of the game.
Yeah, which when we were looking at the draft ups, we both kind of agreed that is most likely the way it was going to go. As we look like
a scuttle contest here, as Ringrease is looking to try. Oh, the smite just missed for Ringrease. That one is picked up by Soltex, and it looks like Selfish is looking for a kill on the bot lane as well. He does hit the lethal tempo stack, but here is Ringrease. He hasn't left this bot side of the map. Flash will have to be used by the Ezreal and the Karma at once just to get out of that one. Really nice play onto that bot lane. So essentially, they traded the double scuttle for 2 flashes in the bot lane. I would say that is definitely worth for Mr. 100. So we'll just be up to Ringrease to path back to this bot lane and punish the lack of sums.
Yeah, exactly. A nice kind of play there. A lot of the summoners kind of getting expended there, as then the survivors, which is everyone kind of quickly recall, get the health by what items they can. And it looks like the junglers are heading towards the top side to begin their wave again as Karma roams mid, but no vision, but he knows.
Yeah. Gets the bone plating down from Griff, which is always nice if you are the mid laner, but first reset is probably going to be looked for from both of them as the Cho'Gath is being hunted by this Vi now. Soltex is hanging around. Not sure the 2v2 favors the Cho and the Maokai too much, but will Soltex be able to find an interesting way to get into this top lane, as it looks like top is thinking about it, but the tree is here to help him break this freeze. Really nice play, heads up play from the jungle there as Harry D in the mid lane is getting poked out. No mana for Griff though, so it looks like they will probably be handshaking and taking a recall together. The wave will get shoved in from Griff though, which is pretty big in terms of the state of this mid game. Oh, actually he probably doesn't get this one in time before Harry can TP back. We'll miss out on maybe that one melee creep, yep, but gets the rest of the wave, which is actually huge for this Yone.
Yeah, it looks like a bit of a scuffle happening in the top lane. Like you said, though, Volibear just kind of forcing more or less a wave push always to occur with that passive. Close fight in towards the mid lane. Yone kind of escaping and teleporting back in, though. No big fights happening on the map, however, Vi is invading. Maokai doesn't seem to know, at least has no vision
looking for the gank in the bot lane. There's no vision and no flash on the Karma. This Karma's probably just going to go down for first blood here as Golden Features is caught out. A really nice heads up play from Ringreese there. Repeat ganking off of the lack of summoners. And we've got our first kill of the finals.
Yeah, very impressive gank there, kind of knowing that the vision's not there. But and with that, it does look like Vi will now go ahead and begin the dragon. Maokai roaming.
Soltex has found a little bit of an angle here. Selfish, ooh, is having to dodge and dip and dive away from this artillery mage. Soltex, does he commit the flash? He does. He does get the barrier out. Is this the pop going to go down? The sapling does do the damages. Here is Selfish to take that kill. Really nice heads up play. I think the Maokai definitely likes his Ezreal picking up that kill, as the dragon will be traded for this one. Ringreese picking up the first dragon. Obviously a great Vi activity, taking early first dragons.
Pretty standard, as it looks like they might ultimate coming out on towards pressure.
Oh, and a nice snipe. Selfish finding himself 2 kills early. And yeah, this Ezreal is one of the main damage dealers, so it's really nice to see him getting some investment as Ringreese is looking for yet another gank. Will have the cease and desist, manages to cancel Harry D trying to get out of there with his ult, and Griff will pick up another kill. Really good kill from Griff there, and a nice heads up ganking pathing from Ringreese. He's being all over the map right now.
Very impressive plays coming out there by both sides of the fence here. Looks like Mr. 100...
Oh, but he's gone too far this time, as Features has read this roam here, and Ringreese will get shut down. So that shutdown's going over to the Maokai, which is going to be a lot quicker of Leandre's. And as soon as the Maokai gets that Leandre's... Oh! Oh! Auto camera has just left us in the dark as top is taken down You Can Dream in the top lane. I said this will be a volatile situation for You Can Dream, as top is all over this Cho'Gath in the early game. 20 CS up, 1 kill, almost 1,000 gold up, merely 8 minutes into the game.
Yeah, Mr. 100 was sitting at a 1k gold lead a little bit before the kind of nice catch onto the Vi invade, but they are currently sitting only at about, I think that is about 870 gold lead at the moment. Keen to see which way it kind of goes, as Maokai maybe looks to either invade or go for a mid here.
We just take these little scuttles away, get some tempo on the Vi. We'll ruin her full clear just by a little bit, but the Maokai's kind of just chilling at this point. He really wants to fight around these objectives, maximize his ult use. He doesn't have flash, so he probably won't look for a flash play on this mid lane. But yeah, he's got a lot of saplings posted up around this bot side, but Ring Grease has read it well and just said, hey, look, if you're going to counter jungle me bot, I'm just going to get all the objectives.
I will. Okay, there we go. I just realized my cursor was showing up in the bloody thing, so that should be fixed now. There should be no cursor on the stream, as it looks like Void Grub's big getter taken by Mr. 100 fan club here. A bit of a fight happening in the bot lane. Maokai looking around to roam.
Way ult has been used. There is the Twisted Advance. Does catch on to pressure there as a nice combo is going to take them down super low. Will Saltix be able to get out? He is speeding. And Selfish picked up another kill. 3-0 on this Ezreal. Ooh, that was a really nice heads-up play. And they should have been able to read that. You know, they knew that the Maokai was in the bottom side of the map. And they just sat up a little bit too far. I think it is quite hard to exist as a Jin and a Hui, especially if there is an angry tree roaming around the jungle.
You know, honestly, awesome positioning there by Soltex. Mr. 100 kind of pushing up pretty far towards Alden Wash kind of bot tower and then coming around from behind. Looks like Volibear might be going for a proxy to get the wave.
Ringgrease is here in the bot lane yet again looking for another gank. Cease and desist goes down onto the Karma. Selfish does have the lethal tempo popping up. Soltix is here for the return and Ringgrease just backs off. So the last couple of plays Ringgrease has looked for has materialized absolutely nothing, and slowly falling behind is this Vi. It's still up on CS thanks to the Void Grubs, but Soltix is, you know, probably feeling pretty damn good with where they're sitting right now.
Yeah, absolutely. As we now see Sunder Sky and Blackfire Torch make their way into our champions items slots. Kind of top fight leaning heavily towards Volibear there. As we can kind of expect next back the first amount of items to come through. Not too much happening at the moment. Objectives are a bit down. Dragon up in 30 seconds. So Maokai kind of roaming towards the top side of the map, and then Vi pushing towards the bottom side. Maybe something could happen in the mid lane very, very soon, but yeah, Dragon is up now in 15.
Yep, this Maokai will have to reset. We'll probably look for a reset now, as the top side has kind of been cleared out by Harry. So Harry D actually took those Wraiths. So yeah, not sure if that was agreed upon, but if I was a jungler in my mid lane was taking my Raptors at 11 minutes, I'd be pissed, but that gold is, if it's going anywhere, going to Harry D on Yone is definitely a good investment.
Yeah, exactly, as we can now see Maokai roam in towards the mid, but standing on the vision. Probably nothing going to follow up from this. Towards the top lane, Volibear pushing Shogarth in under tower. And then in the bottom lane, kind of just poking each other out. A bit of skirmishing here and there. Vi is nearby. Looks like Red does not know that she is, but they could probably deduce that was the case.
Yeah, they're potentially just going to be giving this Dragon as they're going to look for a shutdown onto this bear in the top lane. Can he turn it around? I don't think so. Harry is holding onto that Ignite being popped onto the tree. He's going for the kill onto Soltix. Soltix might still go down as they are trying to tame this bear. He's running amok, and right now he's ready to turn around onto the Cho'Gath. The sapling does connect. Griff is looking around for Soltix. He's going to stay around and get death lasers in the bush, so it is a 1-for-1. Man, this bear is an absolute nightmare to deal with. They sent 3 top lane to kill, and, you know, they traded 1 back and got that kill onto the Victor. Other side of the map,
macro
Dragon picked up as well, so yikes.
Yeah, amazing kind of positioning there by Mr. 100 Fan Club, especially the
Ringgrease isn't done though. He's taken the Dragon and is looking for a kill onto Golden Features. The kill will go over to Locke, as the bot lane is now on the board for Mr. 100 Fan Club. 5-5. Oh! 1 HP left over for pressure. You would be sweating bullets at that one.
Oh, wow, crazy, crazy close.
Uh-oh, like you can dream. Just got caught out. Getting a greedy B. Top is looking to chase him down. The Rupture Slow is there. Will he be able to just chunk him out? There is no ult available for the Volibear, so the dive will not be an option. Another greedy B by You Can Dream. He's just going to be stuck under this tower and potentially might get dove. Definitely going to be another plate by the time he gets this reset off. But yeah, this Cho'Gath's not having a great time in this top lane, as he is about 20 CS down at this point.
Yeah, it's really becoming a bit of a challenge for You Can Dream to even have a presence in the top lane. Probably going to back and then teleport back in. Dragon's not up for another 3 minutes, so the next objective may be looking towards Rift Herald, as it looks like Volibear kind of just proxies and takes the wave. Takes the wave and tower, sorry.
So You Can Dream did have his TP there, but recognized, hey look, at least I could probably get some farm if my wave pushes in a little bit more. Could freeze it under. Does have the Heart Seal though, which I think is a bit of an ill-informed choice, as he can, you know, feasibly only proc the Heart Steel on the Vi and the Volibear. So yeah, I would have preferred maybe an Unending Despair or potentially even a Protobelt. I don't know, you know, like, I feel like... Oh, Harry D is looking for the solo kill onto Griff. Is going to be able to get some good damage down. Griff is turning back as well. Oh, that was a close one, but Griff manages to get it. I don't know what happened there. The tower shot almost phased out of reality. But Griff 1v1ing in the mid lane, 3-0.
Yeah, I am going to go ahead and probably say a little bit greedy. It was obviously a limit test. Very, very close. But yeah, obviously it seemed like a tower shot had come, but it just didn't really show up, as now Vi goes ahead and now seizes the Rift Herald. Bit of a skirmish in the mid lane. Soltex kind of catching the wave, not letting it crash. As then Mr. 100's bot laners, Pressure as well as most likely Lock, yep, begin to back and do a quick recall and reset.
Yeah, so definitely some big leads being built up for the side of Mr. 100, especially in that top and mid lane. About 3k gold ahead just in the solo lanes. This Volibear, yeah, it's an absolute menace, and I'm not sure if the Cho'Gath was the perfect answer to this, as he is sitting on a measly 27 Heartsteel stacks at 16 minutes. Whereas the Volibear is well on the way. It looks like Ringgrease is making another visit to this bot lane. Is always on holiday in the bot lane, trying to find some more kills. Will the 4-shot hit? It will. The ult from the Hui has found him. Will be able to potentially take him down low, but here is Harry D to try and stop his ADC from getting taken out. But yeah, just continued abuse onto this bot lane for Mr. 100. And this Volibear, it's just stemming from all the pressure that this Volibear is going to make. As Twisted Advance is looking for Griff, but the bear is behind. Might get caught onto himself in the backside. We'll take a good munch from this Cho'Gath to take him out, which definitely happens, and that's a nice big bear in the belly of the beast. Big time shutdown, catching that Volibear out in transition, which is really good. You Can Dream is going to find a lot of pressure with that one.
Yeah, beautiful kind of play there, especially the positioning, knowing that the Twisted Vine wouldn't actually catch him there. And then the kind of quick little turnaround to catch the Volibear. It probably is going to be in Olden Wash's kind of favor to hopefully tame the beast that is Mr. Top in the top lane, to try and get some gold away from him. Currently going very strong. To second your point of before, yeah, Heartsteel here, I guess it can eventually, as the kind of just the raw ultimate stacks and the raw health comes through, do a lot, but yeah, I'm not expecting to see the actual stacks go up too high, especially if you do wish to pick a fight with Volibear. Volley will just heal freely off you with the W, so as a fight now breaks out over Dragon.
Yeah, if there is any consolidation, this Volibear has gone for a bit of a glass cannon build. It is really when they get that Spirit Visage and a little bit more tanky items that they are going to be a menace. But they are setting up for a big fight here. All 5 players have found their way into this dragon area, and they are all in the river, ready to take a fight. We've got the ults available on the Yone. It is almost available for the Maokai, but they're going to get it with the Cho'Gath Eat into the Smite combo. Here is You Can Dream, standing on the front line. He's going to take a couple bullets to the head, and they are just going to slide out of there. A highway robbery from Olden Wash to pick up that dragon.
Yeah, Olden Wash quickly. We got the dragon. Go, go, go. Just get out of there. We can disengage. We got our objective. The ball then falls in Mr. 100's court to try and get it. as a bit of a
They're still
fight.
looking for something. They are still grouped as 5 around this mid lane. They potentially want something back even after giving that up. Ooh, Ringgrease is going to hop into this one and send it into the tower. But, oh, Harry D stops it just in time, and he's going to be able to kill Ringgrease here. Jumps in front of the queue. Oh my god. You can see the mechanics coming up from this man. A bit of an overzealous play from Ringgrease on the vibe, but Harry D was all over it like white on rice.
Unfortunate outcome, getting killed just before Shelly manages to take out the T2 tower. But yeah, and unfortunately, she really had to pay for that ride and get sent back to the grey screen. Top lane kind of skirmishing it out, as then the bot lane is now rotate towards the mid lane. Looks like the next objective, Baron, will be up in 10 seconds, so it kind of could be looking for a pick, get a pick on someone, and then maybe rush down the Baron, but I'm not sure if we quite have the items and stuff available for that, as the second items now only start coming out.
Yone does have the blade, which can take out the Baron pretty quickly, but you're going to feel pretty comfortable as Old and Washed contesting any objective. They do have the Cho'Gath Munch, and they do have the Maokai with his Q, which does percentage, and the obviously his Smite. So they can pretty much secure any objective if the Cho'Gath is able to get near either pit. So I think going for the 50-50 for the side of Mr. 100 is just too dangerous. You need to really start the fight well before you are going for that 50-50 sort of contest.
Yeah, 100%, as it kind of looks like everyone's going out into their lanes, going to catch some CS. Victor responding to the Yone pushing in, but looks like Soltex is going to hover by. Sees that Griff is responding and might look for an angle here.
Yeah, Griff, I'm not too sure if he has much shutdown gold on his head, but he is very strong. He actually went for the Lichbane second, which is typically not the most meta option of builds for this Victor, but he will be doing a lot more damage to the squishies, and he's going to give himself a lot more maneuverability, you know. He did go for the Swifties, which gives you extra adaptive force with the more movement speed, and Lichbane gives you more movement speed, so he's going to be a speedy boy. He's going to be able to kite out the stuff, but the unfortunate thing about not having Mercs is the Maokai is going to CC you for a long time.
Yeah, as it looks like 4-man now start looking towards the top side of the jungle. Baron is up. They're probably going to start looking for maybe a pick or a lockdown here. Victor in the bottom lane, but is comfortable sitting on the teleport.
You Can Dream is going to buy some time. They do use the Assault and Battery onto him. Here is Harry D, though. He is in the mix, looking for some damage, but the Twisted Advance will come out. Top is in the mix. He is looking to try and heal, but he has the Navori Quicker Blades, and he doesn't have much... he doesn't have much tankiness on top of that, so he gets absolutely taken out. Harry D's looking for more, though. Flashes away from the W from Jin. Soltex is on his heels as well. Does have the flash available. Will have to get it out of the gravity field, but might pick one up onto Ringgrease on the way back. Selfish is looking for some more out of this fight, and he is firing off those Mystic shots. The Huey does hit onto the tree. The tree is going low. The Cho'Gath is going to come back into this fight. Lock his flash to secure that kill, and it is a bit all over the place, but here is the Cho'Gath is going to miss the rupture onto the Speedy Jin, and all is settled, as it is about a 1-for-1 in the end. Well, a 2-for-1 rather. Crazy stuff here in the top lane.
Bit of a bloodbath, that fight. It's impressive that both teams are now sitting on 8 kills each respectively. However, the gold lead is still slowly crawling in Mr. 100's favor, except we still haven't gained much more gold than what we were more or less 5 or 7 minutes ago, where we were more or less sitting at that kind of 1k gold lead. It's now evolved up to like a 1.4, but objectives are slowly beginning to come online as we now watch the 4th dragon spawn, and Vi is instantly straight on top of.
Yeah, it is Soul Point again. Hopefully they can get some eyes onto this dragon. I think if they do spot this, yeah, they're just going to pretty much have to give this one over, as the Maokai does have the position for this now. They might be looking to just try and waste time, as they do have top in a split pushing position. They are just going to smite that one away, and they're going to get onto Ringgrease as well. A bit greedy from Ringgrease there to try and contest that. And Harry D is over the wall looking for Griff. He is running away, but not fast enough. Shellfish is on a rampage, and they're just going to look for the Baron after this one, potentially. Nope, Harry D is going B to deal with the Volibear in the top lane. And a full tower traded for 2 kills and a dragon. I'm not sure Mr. 100 will be happy about that one.
And on to Baron they go to begin and get it started. Looks like Mr. 100 can't really contest this. Pressure can try, so it can lock, but they could very well pay. Top coming around, looking for an ultimate angle.
Yeah, the curtains have been called. Everything is firing away. Top is right in the mix. He is jumping onto this Ezreal and Saltix on the backline. But here is Selfish is trying to head away and kill this Volibear. He does, and he's flashing forward to try and pick up pressure. Hits the blast cone. Locke is going to turn back and snipe him out with a single bullet. And here is Ringgrease. He's in the mix, and he's looking for another kill. Harry is very much healthy, though, looking for this kill onto Ringgrease. He is almost going to get it, but snaps back at the wrong moment. Same kill score, even after all that craziness.
It's an absolute bloodbath. Both teams butchering each other towards this top lane, kind of looking to hopefully get a hand up over the other team to go straight into Baron there. Except by the end of it, both teams have kind of fully expended their resources and are now mispositioned. No Baron going over to either side, as we now sit 2 dragons each way. Quests are now beginning to all pretty much come through and finish up now. As we now, I believe, see the 3rd items begin coming through. ADC sitting on 3 items each. Everyone else more or less sitting on 2 or very close to 2 items.
Yeah, a bit of decision paralysis from the build of You Can Dream here. Has gone for the Spectre's Cowl and the Balmy Cinder. Quite late, typically, if you were going to get a Hollow Radiance, you'll try and grab that one a little bit earlier to help with your wave clear in lane. I think that probably would have been the best option for him in lane, just to stop all those waves crashing under tower. Did opt for the Heartsteel first, but yeah, I guess it's alright pickup. I typically think something like a Frozen Heart might be a little bit better in this situation, just to keep that Volibear auto-attacking as little as possible. Celtics has found Ringgrease in this bot lane. Ringgrease is just an absolute aggressive player in this side of the map, as they will barely connect the route onto top. They are looking to hunt him down, but I think they might have to back this one up, or else they're going to lose a lot of plates. Oh, they have found... No, they haven't. But they have found Harry D in the bot lane, as he is going to go down to both the Bear and Ringgrease. He is going to be able to shut that Yone down. So a bit of an over-aggressive positioning there from Harry D, as he does get taken out for the 3rd time this game.
Look like 2 fights were about to break out there. I have to pick and choose which one we wanted to watch there, but chose correctly. The mid lane kind of pittering out. A bunch of aggression. They do want to go on the Volibear. A bunch of pings coming through from Oldham Wash there, but no kind of plays, as it looks like they're going to start up Baron. However, a bit of indecision. It looks like they're going to dedicate, except Oldham Wash kind of realizing what's up. They're going to have to force them off, or kind of look for a bit of a team fight.
They don't take it very quickly.
No, they don't. They're going to have to let it go, run, bring Reese and Griff.
But this Volibear is like closing them out here. He is actually out of position himself. If they're able to get this Volibear down, which they do, it becomes a much easier task of finishing off the fight. Oh, a really nice ult goes over the backside of Mr. 100 Fan Club. You Can Dream is trying to dream about running away. Selfish is going to snipe someone on the back line, but he gets a bullet for that effort, as here comes Harry D. He picks up a kill onto the Quay and snaps back just in the nick of time. And we go from 11-11 to 14-14. Both of these teams are just all over each other.
This skill match is very prevalent here in terms of the actual kind of combat plays. Both teams sitting on 14 kills each now, except the gold lead really now beginning to slip in Mr. 100's favor here. Oldham Wash, they're going to have to look for an angle.
Gold lead. So it's a gold lead in every lane now, and even Selfish, who was getting really far ahead in their bot lane with 5 kills, Locke is easily caught up to him in these last couple fights, just being able to pick up some nice 4-shot bullets onto a couple different targets. Top, despite being 1-5, is still like a K and a half ahead.
Yeah, more items now coming into the mix. We are yet to see a Baron get swapped over. Kind of a bit... Everyone, it looks like Mr. 100, that really seems to be their win con.
Well, they're trying to find a pick onto Harry D here. They do expend the whale onto him on the backside, shrugs it off quite easily, and they are chasing down these champions. If this is a third air drake for the side of Oldham Wash, they're going to be very happy about this, as if they can get the soul, an air soul, onto this Cho'Gath, he is going to be running everyone absolutely down. So they will just be getting Harry to solo this one, as they do know that two people, the Jin and the Vi, won't be able to take that Baron very quickly. Looks like Soltix is trying to try and put some gardening equipment down in these bushes. The saplings are able to chunk them out and dissuade them. So yeah, a nice macro map play from the side of Oldham Wash, really just calling the bluff of Mr. 100. And they will be also potentially picking up this mid lane tower as a consolidation as well for a really nice play. Oh, good gravity field. Stops them, and pressure just misses that ult. I haven't been seeing too much from this Wei pick this game. I think them taking away the Karma might have helped them out a lot more, as not only would it have given them just as much power in lane, it would have also given Volibear a lot more movement speed to be able to get into these fights. Or alternatively, get out of these fights.
Yeah, it seems like Mr. 100's kind of... Obviously, you can kind of see what they're thinking, that they really want to focus on getting this Baron. They clearly think it is quite a pivotal way for them to be able to win, as that is now twice that they've more or less started up the Baron and just exchanged health, where it looks like Locke and Vi both more or less get half health, and then a fight breaks out. Both teams still, of course, exiting the team fights in equal in kills, but it's just... I'm interested to know as...
they're opening up the curtains onto Golden Features. We'll get sniped off on the backside pressure, picking up the first kill of the game. So this Wei might actually be getting online at this point, which is a very scary prospect, as unfortunately Golden Features hasn't been getting the kind of game that they want to sort of exceed on this Karma.
Yeah.
Harry is lonesome in the top lane. Soltex is looking to put some more plants down around this Baron. They might be able to start this one, but it is, again, just such a slow Baron take. A little bit quicker this time, but they're getting chunked out. This Baron is the deadly one, as you can see the closed off pit, as there is a really nice pick onto Locke. Going to deal a lot of damage. This Baron is going quite low, though. Can Soltex find a way into the pit? It is getting low. Ring Grease is finding a way in the background. Is going to smite that one away. Soltex doesn't get in there, as Harry D is a bit too late to this one. They're going to have to find Selfish on the backline as well. Failed flash over near the red buff pit, and a huge game swing here for Mr. 100, as they were just one by one marching in, and that might be GG if they can get a good push off here. It is 40 seconds on Harry, 40 on to Selfish, 25 on Soltex, but no wave clear to be seen. This might just be game one for Mr. 100 fan club, and the underdogs might be looking to start the series off 1-0.
Very impressive play there. Finally, the Baron fight kind of paying off as they go on the final engage. Golden Feature goes down.
Yeah, it's all over. You Can Dream is just going to stand there, and one misplay, which was barely getting the wards onto that Baron, is being taken over, and Griff with a fantastic game one, supported by Locke. And that just goes to show you shouldn't be giving this Volibear over to top.
No, that was very impressively played by both teams there, especially the final kind of it actually working out that kind of Baron play that they had obviously been fighting for tooth and nail over. Let me just quickly get up the current game analysis. Oh, out. As yeah, honestly, a very impressive kind of play there coming through. The Baron usage going incredibly well. It finally really paying off for... Where is it? For Mr. 100.
Yeah, definitely was.
Okay, hopefully this should be it now. There we go. And kind of, as we are seeing now, they're kind of stats towards the end of the game. A lot of the damage going on to Mr. 100 fan clubs pretty much across all their members except the Vi.
So they definitely over-indexed into this tanky top side. I think looking into game 2, you really need to understand that Soltex needs to be on a carry. I think having Harry and Selfish on, on those two, like, solely on that duty, it's just puts too much pressure on the top lane. And if they can't punish, because even in an ideal world, the Maokai and the Cho'Gath kill the Volibear, the Cho'Gath and the Maokai get an extra kill. So
yeah,
you're so fine with that. You couldn't care less. And then to get Harry to go up there, you're giving up mid lane pressure. You're giving Griff plates. You're giving him CS. This Victor loves plates and CS. And then you're not helping out your bot lane, and that was taken advantage of by Ringgrease, who was absolutely punishing them in the bot lane. As soon as anything was like available, Ringgrease was down there. So yeah, I think the draft just a bit unfortunate in terms of how it shaped up. I liked the idea. I liked that they had good intention, with the Maokai Yone. I would have preferred, something like a Rumble in the top lane would have been a really nice addition to that team comp. I felt like grabbing that Cho'Gath that early as the counter to the Volibear was, just a bit of an oversight.
Yeah, exactly. And like they played well with the cards that they had been dealt, like just to again draw more or less attention to it, especially the kind of damage difference that is there. Pretty much up until the 25th minute mark, they were always equal in kills. So with what they had at their selection, they played very, very well. But eventually, yes, Mr. 100 obviously did have that kind of runaway effect, and a bit of the champions came online faster and stronger. We'll have a quick peek at what I wanted to kind of more or less pull attention towards quickly was the kind of Volibear, as we can kind of see the Dusk and Dawn into Navori's are very aggressive instead of going for the conventional tank fashion. With all that, I will have a quick peek at his stats because he was the highest damage dealer on Mr. 100's kind of team side there. Ending the game with a KDA of 257.
I mean, just an absolute menace. Even without getting a significant amount of gold through kills, just the amount of plates that he got, especially when they did give up that dragon, they did trade 2 kills for it. But he got a full tower, and that's really where the game turned on its head.
Yeah.
I said, he did spec for the glass cannon build early on, but he got the Death Dance, and then he got a little bit more armor on top of that, and then he was pretty much impossible to kill. We didn't actually see the apex of what this Volibear was capable of because of that Baron play. It just came at the perfect time for Mr. 100 to win the game. Unfortunately, Soltex got caught out on his way into that Baron pit, and then after that, another 2 got caught out as well. So, yeah, I mean, what can you really do? It's just an unfortunate sequence of events for those teams.
Yeah, exactly, as I believe we are now going to go ahead and move on into the Game 2 Champ Selects. I will get that ready in just a moment, but I just want to quickly pull up the kind of Ezreal stat line up there with their items.
Selfish had an awesome game. I really enjoyed the work he was doing in lane. Was playing really aggressively, but that aggression came back to bite him. Definitely in those late game team fights. The ease forward to try and finish off kills just ended up landing him right in the bosom of the damage dealers. And but yeah, an awesome game actually from Pressure in the end. Started off really slow, but I think the game state and the fact that they weren't being engaged on really benefited them, because when Old and Washed were able to engage, they just won the team fight. But in those sloppy team fights where they win in 1v1, they caught Harry out on the sidelines, they got Soltex to face check all these things. So the bans are out. The Lux ban will be again following Griff around this rift. His Ahri will be taken off the map as well. Same with Top's Tahm Kench, which leaves open a juicy Nocturne to be first picked for ring grease in the jungle. Really solid first pick at the moment. Everyone loves a good Nocturne pick. So, will Harry D be taking away the Orianna? That is the question now. Because if you don't take the Orianna away, you give the Orianna Nocturne combo over Mr. 100 Fan Club, who I'm sure can take full advantage of that pick. Looks like they will grab a Wukong and Orianna combo, I would guess. Oh, it's Jarvan and Orianna combo, which is even better. So I'm sure they'll pick that one up, unless Harry has something up his sleeve that can beat the Orianna in lane. But it's just hard, because as soon as it gets to that mid game, the Nocturne Orianna combo will just run rampant on your bot lane as well.
Exactly. With everyone that is now watching, as we now go into Game 2 Champ Select, I have put up another poll, because we all love the polls. Make sure, get your vote in. Who takes Game 2? Is it Olden Wash or Mr. 100 yet again, as now Zaya comes through on Olden Washed, putting the next champion in Mr. 100's. We're seeing the ADC kind of coming out early. They may follow up with their ADC, otherwise still keep it open to see what the rest of their team's picking.
Yeah, we'll have to see what they're thinking with this one, as they haven't gone for the Orianna. Maybe there's just no Orianna prior. Maybe they've just handshook, and it looks like they potentially are going to do that. I do know that Pressure plays Talia support, so that one will probably be landing in the bot lane. Don't think Griff will be ending up on the Talia if I had to put money on it. But so far, really nice little bit of global presence. They're playing with full confidence right now. And after picking up a really nice game where you string the enemy team around the map and you force them to make bad decisions, a global comp is perfect to go alongside that. As Locke, potentially, this could be a flex as well. This could be Griff picking this one up in the mid lane, or potentially even top. So a really nice double flex coming over to Mr. 100 Fan Club. It's going to make it harder to take advantage of this R5 counter pick that potentially Harry or You Can Dream are banking on.
Yeah, it looks like a very kind of aggressive playstyle coming in from Mr. 100 there, as Olden Wash hopefully make a pick, and it's another Nun pick.
Harry D just constantly picking these champions that don't exist. Unfortunately for him, it is a Nautilus. So that is a nice way to round out that bot lane. Yeah, could have gone with the Rakan potentially, but the Nautilus is one of Golden Feature's premier champions. Oh, is it a Nautilus ban? Okay, no, it's an Orianna ban. So they are going to go ahead and say, look, we know that this Talia and this Tristana aren't mid laners. We're going to get rid of the Orianna just for now. Yeah, brutal combo. But it still leaves open like a Lissandra or something like that for Griff. I think he will definitely end up with something that can pair well with this Nocturne. Yeah. As Nasus and Tahm Kench are gone away from top, so pretty much his whole champ pool is gone at this point.
Yeah, I can more or less see Mr. 100 still trying to follow up with a bit more of their aggressive kind of players and like lock-in, so we might be...
Blind Mundo. I'm not too sure about that one, Corey.
No, it can work, except, yeah, we still don't know their top laner. It's probably not going to fan out well again in the top lane here, but time will tell. I'm hoping you are correct with the Lissandra. She is always fun and entertaining to watch, as we see Renekton now get followed through.
That's interesting, because typically, like, if someone blinds Renekton, you don't mind picking a Mundo into it, because you're able to stop the W from stunning you. But to be honest, I feel like a good Renekton can punish a somewhat good Mundo really well. You had to be a really good Mundo to play those early levels correctly, to read the plays from the Renekton. And it will be a blind Syndra as well. So, Mr. 100 Fan Club's team comp has wrapped up, and it will be a nice mix of kind of the same stuff they had going in Game 1, a dive jungler, heavy presence top laner, and a strong mage ADC bot lane. Paired up they are going to be looking for Harry D's Akali, which can be a really nice extra piece to this puzzle.
And they've
Aurora-
swapped it last minute to Aurora. There we go. Unfortunately, we will not be seeing the kind of Akali come through. What are your thoughts on the current draft ups? I'm more leaning towards probably Mr. 100's ability to just go all in and get lockdowns and dives, but what are your thoughts?
I'm not too sure. I think they've made the same mistakes that they did in game one. Like, I don't mind the draft, but with the way that everyone's playing and having Soltex on these more facilitated champions, it doesn't enable him to do what he does best, and that's carry. You know, the Neferi is still up, the Ivan is still up. I feel like making some more interesting comps that revolve around those picks like suits Old and Wash style a lot more. I feel like they are going a little bit too standard right now, if that makes sense. And that gives Mr. 100 a huge edge to play something crazy, you know, like. And they're the ones who are making the chaos happen. So that means Old and Wash have to be reactive. And even when it's in draft, in lane, in game, if you're playing reactive, you're on the back foot, you know, and you're subject to the aggression and the execution of Mr. 100 fan club, you know?
Yeah, exactly right. Like, with the kind of Mr. 100, as you can see, their draft up, they are all pretty aggressive champions. You've got, again, 2 more or less globals coming in, a lot of dashing, just a lot of all-in capability. It's definitely going to be on Old and Wash, like you said, that kind of reactive gameplay, which then they've followed and responded with more or less an LCK kind of draft, like a standard kind of competitive draft. I can't see it being too... I guess the Jarvan can work, and especially that Mundo being able to front and back and go pretty strong against a Renekton, but we will see, as I will now begin to shut down the poll, and it's sitting 88% of people are getting behind Old and Washed for game 2.
Damn, so they even after game 1, still pretty much exactly the same in terms of who thinks are going to win this this potential game, this tournament deciding game. But yeah, this draft just puts too much pressure onto Selfish and Harry D yet again. They have to carry. They've got some nice support pieces that can create space, but it's a hard Jarvan game. Like, the Talia can do a lot into the Jarvan. The Tristana just jumps away and can also buffer the EQ. The Syndra, if played correctly, can mess up the EQ. And the Nocturne is like, alright, if you dive onto me, I'm diving onto your backline. And then the Renekton, like, he doesn't mind being trapped in a Cataclysm with a Jarvan.
Yeah.
So it's just hard because, you know, Soltex has just been given a bit of a shit hand, by my language, in this game. And being on Jarvan duty is just a bit unfortunate. I would have definitely preferred a Neferi in this team comp. It's hard into the Talia, it can be hard into the Syndra, but those are 3 insanely squishy champs that you can just abuse. Whereas now, the Jarvan is just like a tank, essentially, a pseudo tank, and Harry just has to get fed again. And last game, he had the opportunity to really take over, but just didn't work out.
Yeah, it's does kind of, like you said, they're on the back foot. Mr. 100, they are 1 game up. If they then take this game, that's OBL Season 2 over. You are correct there. It's a lot of pressure, like, kill-wise. You have to funnel it into Harry and Selfish. Whereas Mr. 100, with all their engage, they know, alright, well, let's just take them out, then we can deal with the kind of the more utility, more tanky kind of responses there, as we now go into spectator delay. As that counts down, if you don't mind, I will be back in just 1 minute.
Yep, me too. I gotta go to the restroom.
Alrighty, I am back. My apologies for the little bit of dead air. How is everybody? What is everybody's thoughts? If you're watching this, get into the chat. What's everyone's thoughts going into game 2? Clearly, the votes on the poll are definitely leaning towards Older and Washed for taking this one. Is that just, you know, fans going for the fan favorites, or as well, Jetman saying game 2 gonna be a grift diff. Time will tell. I do like watching a Syndra go absolutely ham, so hopefully that does tend to be the case. I'm hoping Old and Wash probably do take this so that we get to go into a brilliant game 3. And if anyone's there, can you update me on how Division 2 Grand Finals are going? What's the current score? A lot of the engage is going to kind of pop off on Mr. 100 here. Keen to see some Talia walls kind of come through, lock down, and cut off some escape routes, all that sort of stuff. And we'll wait and see how our Mundo goes. Honda Civic saying, aha, okay, gotcha. FF took game 1. Envy went 1-7. That is incredibly rough. Bless my homeboy. Spectator delay now kind of coming down to the last 15 seconds, and then I will throw us into the game. I'm keen to see, hopefully Zaya can get a very excessive kind of kill lead here. Time will tell, but yeah, it seems like All and Wash kind of, I'm not too sure what their kind of win con here. I guess it is more or less just a standard kind of conventional play. Maybe get a Jarvan lockdown, and then I guess kind of back to front with the Zaya. Get the Mundo and the Nautilus in the front. Nautilus kind of rooting and hooking. But it just seems like Mr. 100 Fan Club, they're going to have a lot of that kind of... they're going to be aggressive. That's going to be really hard to kind of deal with as we begin to enter towards game 2.
Yep, perfect time to come back as we get
wonderful.
our beautiful transition into game 2, as we are loving the production quality this season. Yep, it is all jolly on the Rift, pretty much all expected. Actually, is an exhaust in the top lane for You Can Dream, so he's trying to subdue this Renekton as much as possible. But PTA Ignite Renekton is a must-have into this Mundo, as you can absolutely dominate this lane if you're able to get ahead and get some really nice Fury empowered W's off in the early game to proc the PTA, as he will eat a briefcase, popping the bone plating on the way to lane. So probably best case from You Can Dream there, as he's gonna force top to meet the wave a little bit later.
Is Bork still good on Renekton, or does he go more a Black Cleaver kind of route now?
I feel like Black Cleaver into Bork if you are planning on staying in the side lane and matching this Mundo. Otherwise, just a Black Cleaver can usually suffice against the Mundo. But personally, I like going Blade into Zeke's into the Mundo and then Black Cleaver. I just feel like that gives you an insane early power spike, because the Mundo has to get Warmogs and Heartsteel, which is a huge amount of gold. And if you're able to get those two items, you can just run him down and kill him every time your Ignite's up. So
yeah,
it's about playing the timings, because there is going to be a point in the game where the Mundo is going to be okay. But if you have the Blade, it does scale really well. Golden features getting traded back onto very handedly by Locke. The Tristana Talia lane is something to feast the eyes on, but it's a cool style that all the... I think the tiles are the wrong way around again.
Has it happened again? Why does it keep going back?
But as I was saying, Mr. 100 has had a nice pivot, bringing in pressure and being like, hey, we're not going to make you play supports. You can play mid lane as bot.
There we go. Okay,
His
hopefully
he's
that
just
should
getting
be
some
fixed.
really good trades top lane, forcing. I mean, the main thing with this top matchup is picking up that Mundo passive, because he does obviously heal off of the picking up the little briefcase that falls on the ground, but it means that the CC is able to hit onto Selfish. Selfish is going to go low. The bomb is ticking. He's going to jump on Selfish's head. The feathers get flashed away from. Perfect play from Locke in the bot lane as Pressure is throwing rocks at Golden Feature. But yeah, that's not what you want to see. Oh, and the exhaust getting baited out from top. The dive is definitely on in the top lane as just a bit of lane discrepancies coming up between these two sides early in the game. It's going to be interesting to see where Soltex pushes this early pressure, as he is looking to try and find the mid lane and go for this double scuttle again. But top has got way too much prio as Golden Features gets taken out, trying to hold the wave. Nam, a little bit of shakes coming out from the side of Old and Washed, and some sloppy gameplay. They are feeling stressed after that game 1, and a 1.2k gold lead 3 minutes into the game.
Not quite a good kickoff for Old and Wash here compared to game 1, where pretty much the whole game they were more or less trading every single fight. Here we are sitting at 3 minutes 40, 1.5k gold lead already on Mr. 100. It's now going to, as you said, now really force Old and Wash to do that reactive sort of gameplay. And Hex Slash coming in.
Really nice hook onto Griff. The flash, the scatter of the week was good. Will he be able to chase down and get the kill? Oh, he's way too aggressive and goes down to Griff. Harry. Oh, he is so desperate for those kills, and it has left him out of pocket. As now, Pressure can do whatever he wants in this bot lane with Golden Features spending so much time mid. Oh, it's actually absolute disaster class early game for Old and Washed.
Biblical levels of grade there on Harry D, attempting to go for a level, I believe, a level kind of 4, level 5 bit of a dive to try and burst him down, unfortunately. Working out in Mr. 100's kind of favor. Dragon coming up in 15 seconds. Nocturne roaming down towards it, so is J4. With the kind of gold that has been dished out, if I was Old and Wash, I probably would give the Drake 1. It's probably not worth it. Stick to the side lane, try and get some more gold. Kind of not too much happening on the map though, as everyone looks to get their farm. Renekton going in.
Yeah, it does get the grey health down from You Can Dream. Gets another good trade. I mean, the Mundo's not that far down on CS, and it is, like, salvageable. I think top is going to be looking for a dive potentially in the next couple seconds. Does pop the ult, does pop the ignite. Is going to look onto him. The flash has been burnt though, so You Can Dream manages to slide out of there, but he is going to miss 2 waves in this top lane as Soltex is looking for a fight in the bot lane as Locke gets another kill and another kill potentially going to dive forward onto Soltex again. Oh my god, this Tristana is well and truly online 5 minutes into the game.
It's disaster for Old and Wash. This is probably not the start that they had in mind. When they were looking in for this draft. Again, like we were saying, it's a very aggressive draft up from Mr. 100. And it's very clearly showing. 5 kills going towards Mr. 100 now. 0 kills going towards Old and Washed, unfortunately. Hoping maybe we can get some form of gold lead to occur as Nautilus just walks in to hopefully take out or contest Nocturne here. Selfish coming up to follow.
Yeah, flash has to be popped, but that is level 6 for the Nocturne, and really nice early pressure from Ringroos is just like hyper fixated on taking down these jungle camps and these jungle objectives, and Soltex is sort of left with his pants down, trying to pick up stuff on the other side of the map, but this has been read perfectly from Mr. 100 fan club as Soltex doesn't have the flag and drag to get away. Griff will be picking up his 2nd kill of the game, and the 2 champs that can do so much to this comp are just off to the races right now, Corey.
Oh, this is not looking good if, for Old and Wash here. Again, we're at now a 3k gold lead, 3k gold lead on Mr. 100. We're yet to hit 10 minutes. I'm hoping, obviously, they're a little bit shaken up by the events of kind of game 1. Obviously a bit of an adrenaline high kind of going on. I'm hoping they can more or less get the act together, I guess, and more try and kind of salvage what they can of this game. It is still very early, don't get me wrong. I'm not quite defeatist or anything like that, but they have unfortunately gotten into a position where it's going to look incredibly rough to be able to get this back.
Yep, so we'll be an Eclipse top for the Renekton, as looking to just go maximizing the snowball. Still do get some decent percentage damage effects off of those quick trades, but yeah, definitely we'll be going for that into the Black Cleaver rather than trying to invest into a Blade of the Ruined King, which I think is fairly smart at this point of the game. You know that your team is very far ahead. You don't really need to be the side lane carry. Oh, as Selfish gets hit again. A really nice combo from them. Oh, and again, Locke flashes away from the feathers. Just playing this perfectly in this lane. Doesn't get the kill though, but they're going to miss an entire cannon creep wave down in this bot lane. And it's just, the gold lead is almost at 4k at 8 minutes into the game. As Ringgrease feels like it's perfectly good time to come and steal this whole bot side as Harry is fishing for something. He needs something. Harry needs to step up right now or the game is going to slip out of their hands.
I will quickly go back to the cameras whilst the game is paused, just in case. It looks like Harry D might have disconnected from the game quickly. He was having some internet issues, power issues initially, and I will throw us back into the game in just a moment.
Oh, my camera has my phone is on charge.
That's
fine.
We're
gonna pause, but that's all good. I look
will
exactly
be here.
the same
No.
as I did.
No, that is completely fine. It is currently in a frozen state, so I will quickly flick us back over now as the game has continued. We'll just wait until the kind of freeze phase finishes. There we go. And the game will continue as a bit of a scuttle trouble happening towards the bot lane. Talia hovering Nocturne to hopefully look for anything as a bit of fight happens in the top lane. You can dream probably escaping with this one though.
Yep, getting chunked out yet again. There is the Ignite available for the Renekton. It was an interesting option going for the Exhaust on the Mundo. It just means that a lot less threat from this Renekton. But yeah, I'm really hoping that Old and Wash can find something in this game, some pressure somewhere, somehow, as everything is falling apart as they're setting up a dive onto You Can Dream. He is going to pop that ult. Pressure is sitting around and knows that he can close off this section of the map. No flash is available. Can he get the fancy feet to dodge out this Talia stuff? Nope. Here's the Nocturne. You can't dodge that, and unfortunately You Can Dream is going to go down. And he's going to lose an entire wave by himself again as they do pull out the nice little swap here in the bot lane. No full Eclipse finish for the Renekton yet as he will be getting feathered down by Selfish, but not much damage as it is a Warhammer Zaya.
Amazing ultimate there by the by the Talia, lock off the Mundo from being able to run, so that Nocturne can eventually roam in, close the distance, and then just ultimate and get for the kill there. As it looks like they might be looking to dive onto top here.
He's going to look to turn it all the way back around. Probably going to be able to get a kill onto Golden Features. Really nice dodge, but the flash from the flag and drag. Saltix showing off a little mechanics of his own, but a 1-for-1. Top's going to be very happy about that.
Finally, Old and Wash managing to seize their very first kill of the game on to Renekton there, as Aurora roams back towards the mid lane. Griff knows, though, knows to disengage and trade a little bit of poke on towards Harry D. And it looks like You Can Dream just kind of, waltzing around in the top lane, hopefully maybe to get this kind of the crystals proc there. Takes a couple tower hits. And maybe J4 looking to maybe engage onto Griff here.
Yeah, and yet again, Griff is just showing how he's just been such a thorn in the side of all these really amazing mid laners that perform amazingly well throughout the season. When it comes to these final matchups, I will just pause as You Can Dream is being looked onto in the top side. His passive will get popped, but that just means that the Renekton can potentially get a W proc onto him. He will pop the ult and run away. But I digress, as I was saying that, you know, Griff has just been a continuous thorn in the side of all of these really good mid laners. He's so consistent, he doesn't push the envelope out too far, and he just manages to get ahead by smart plays. He's not like pushing himself too far, he's not desperate to make these plays, and they just fall into his lap.
Yeah, and like with the lead that Mr. 100 has more or less established for themselves here, as looks like a bit of skirmish happening out in the top lane. Aurora roaming to come with Renekton ult getting popped.
Does miss the first part of the Aurora combo as they are looking to take him out. The Nocturne ult is going to come in the bot lane. Oh, as the Renekton's trying to turn back on, he's going to be able to get... Oh, so close! But everything's going awry in the bot lane. Saltix being dove onto. The bombs are popping as Selfish is running for his life. Ringgrease taking out Golden Features. A nice nifty flash buys Golden Features a little bit of time, but it will just be nothing to worry about. Oh, a nice turn. But unfortunately, a really good spell shield pop by Ringgrease is going to gift them another dragon. And a good play in the top lane by Top has bought them enough time to get another objective. And this is the second game in a row where both the first two dragons and all three Void Grubs have gone over to Mr. 100. And yeah, just unfortunate as Saltix is typically all the way on top of all this kind of stuff, as pressure is looking for some pressure onto this ADC of Old and Washed. It's all craziness happening right now, but 10-2 scoreline is a scary sight.
It really, really is, which if... Oh, the smite reaction is back. Does that mean they have updated? No, the overlay's still bugged. Oh, well. Well, yeah, exactly. They are slowly making little gains here and there. Mr. 100 now sitting on a 4k gold lead. Top laners really just kind of just juggernauting each other as much as possible there. Mid laners have now made their rotation towards the bot lane, as well as the bot lane is towards the mid. Looks like the next objective that is up is going to be Rift Herald in a minute. Old and Washed, they know that they could probably just take it pretty comfortably. Nocturne ultimate coming out.
And no Feather Storm for the Xayah. Just means that Golden Features is going to go down. That is an 0-5 Nautilus. Unfortunately, back-to-back games of Golden Features just getting pounded by the jungler, Ringgrease. Oh, Saltix is looking for a play onto the mid lane. Does have to back out. Selfish is awfully low. Here is Harry D looking for a play. He might be able to get a huge shutdown onto Locke, but he's in fact going to go down, and I think Saltix might go down as well, as Locke is just rampaging. Can this Mundo bonker out of the sky? He can, and a win condition is online for Old and Washed, as You Can Dream picks up 2 huge shutdowns.
Gold going pretty well there. Very good kind of exchange for Old and Washed to try and salvage what they can from a pretty dire circumstance. They still have to do that hat trick a couple more times, unfortunately, but it does show that, hey, we can still take good engagements here. We can still do good work, which is more or less all the morale boost that they kind of need here, as Griff going up to stop Selfish's back. And yeah, but everyone kind of on the map kind of just moving around. We'll take a quick look at the kind of vision, as we can kind of see Mr. 100, not too much vision on their kind of jungle or anywhere on the map except the kind of where Rift Herald is, followed by Old and Washed a little bit too much as the fight now breaks out top.
You Can Dream didn't take that B to reset and grab all the unspent gold, and he will be punished for it. Top has finally gotten that solo, no, not quite a solo, but has finally gotten a kill onto the Mundo. But yeah, this Mundo really desperately needs some upgraded boots. Well, not upgraded boots, but just some Merc Treads or something. And his Heartsteel is going to be going for the Steel Caps, as Griff is looking for a 1v1 onto Harry. But here's Saltix. Oh, a really nice flash away from Griff. His reaction speed for an old man is on point. But they are still fishing for the dive. The shutdown gold is looking juicy. They dive onto it. They need to give this one over to Harry so he can have some impact. Oh, a nice shutdown. So the gold is being equalized somewhat. Only 200. But what are they trading it for? They're trading it for pretty much a whole mid tower and pretty much a whole top tower. So, geez, you know, one thing leads to another for Mr. 100 Fan Club, and all of these plays that Old and Washed are making are just getting punished everywhere on the map.
Yeah, the gold disparity as it looks like Nocturne ultimates straight in on to Selfish there and takes the kill. You Can Dream and Harry D kind of forcing Renekton off the top lane. But yeah, what I was going to say, the gold difference, like, yeah, even though there was a very impressive kind of like dive in the bot lane, there goes virtually a whole top tower, and there goes a mid tower.
Yeah, there goes Selfish.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's just like, really, that's just desperation. You know, you can really feel it on the way that Old and Washed are playing. They want every plate they can get. They think this tower shutdown is going to be the one and only winner for this game. And it's just, yeah, it's just not working out.
No, and the gold difference now climbing itself up to a 6,000 gold lead on towards Mr. 100, except they do see that there is a Syndra in the bot lane. Bit of scuffle top lane, not happening, but Griff is going to get engaged on by Soltex.
The stream just lagged for a little bit, but yeah, Griff going down for the second time this game. As the Mundo is being dove onto in this top lane yet again. The flash over the wall, really nice timing, but can he get away? There is a wild Locks coming up the river, but it's all good because Ringgrease will be able to take down the briefcase man and give that kill over to his Crocodile. And the faster he can grab this Black Cleaver, the easier he can deal with this guy in the top lane by himself. But that's just what I was saying. Like, it's 18 minutes in, he's got his Warmogs and 2 Giants belts, and the Renekton's almost... He's definitely going to be finished as Black Cleaver before the next time they're going to be fighting again. But how can they contest this soul point? They're going to try and find it. Harry D has got a really nice flank setup. But how does the execution find out? He actually one-hits pressure, almost one-hits pressure on the side. He hops over the wall just to make sure. Oh, a nice flash into the center by Top. Top is in the mix right now. Griff does get the kill onto him, but everyone's going very low, but no one's going to get any kills as Old and Washed are getting washed here in the bot lane, and that might just be the deciding fight for this game, for this OBL season, as Mr. 100 are absolutely running rampant here.
A pre-20-minute ace is not exactly a desirable outcome for Old and Washed here, unfortunately. Mr. 100 really kind of playing their strong suits here. Again, the way it's currently going, it is looking like it's going to be a Mr. 100 kind of victory here, which will ultimately end the grand finals for tonight. It is a best of 3, not a best of 5, unfortunately. As it looks like they are going to kind of attempt to respond and throw Mr. 100 out of their own jungle in the top lane here.
They're looking for another desperation pick. They did find a really nice hook onto pressure. Flash is being used. They are going to use the Mundo to try and chase this guy down. A nice flick away, buys some space. Locke is just one-hitting golden features here, and he's going to keep jumping forward. He can keep going if he wants to. Here is the Nocturne in the background, and the game-deciding fight, the OBL deciding fight, might come down to an absolute whitewash here, as they are going to look for more picks. Locks is putting the game in his hands, and he's trying to get another reset. There is 3 on the board for Locke right now, as he is in the base currently, taking down Soltex, and Soltex is going to go down. Harry D is going to go down. Old and Washed are all grey screened.
Followed by a second ace is still not the desirable outcome. Very impressive plays there by Mr. 100. Great engagers coming across there from Locke. The build in showing its strength in every regard. Maybe getting, not quite getting taken out by Baron here as they look for a Baron angle. There's no way Old and Wash can even follow up to maybe save this, to kind of contest this in any regard. Game's running incredibly far away from Old and Wash's control. Gold lead sitting on 9.5k towards Mr. 100 as now the Baron power play enters.
Yeah, and almost a full Lord Dom's buy from Locke compared to 2 items and a half from Selfish. It's not looking good, and it's definitely not good when the enemy support is running up into the jungle by himself and contesting a blue buff, as pressure is feeling really good right now.
Yeah, it's like everyone is more or less very comfortable, and even though the Renekton is more or less equal in gold with Mundo, it is a Renekton. It's still able to dash through backline, lock down for a little bit the kind of all-in-wash carries, which be Zaya as well as Aurora. It's looking dire is what I would word this, but hopefully...
I agree. The good thing about the Renekton build is it is a lot more gold efficient. As you see here, a little bit more indecisiveness from the building from You Can Dream. Unfortunately, just hasn't decided to go for the Heartsteel. Is now pivoting over to the Randuins. And, yeah, you just don't want to see that. You don't want to see them opting out of getting a Heartsteel on Mundo, which is one of his, like, characteristic items that you get on that champion so you can run down and start bonking people. But it's just so late in the game. He's got absolutely bloody all gold. And, it's just unfortunate because the Renekton's on 2 items. And, effectively, this Renekton with those 2 items is a lot more efficient than Mundo with those 2 items.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. And I can kind of see, obviously, maybe with the Randuins as well as the exhaust, Mundo's kind of idea and concept is currently to expend his resources, trying to slow down Locke, which is criminal.
A nice hook onto Locke, though. Oh, a Scatter of the Weak onto Selfish. Selfish does pretty much all of his HP. This Syndra is very much unleashed right now. Has opted for the Rabbit on second item, so... Not only does that tell me that Griff is not scared at all about what's coming back onto him, it also tells me that one perfectly placed Scatter of the Weak combo will kill pretty much anyone.
Bit of a skirmish kind of happening in the top lane. Top trying to pull attention, keeping Mundo in response. Aurora going around to gank.
Yeah, will Harry be able to put some form of impact onto this game? Nope, Top is looking to turn it straight back onto the Aurora. A nice shutdown though. That could be something to look at for Old and Washed, as if they are able to hold on to this game, they might be able to pull something out of the bag, as the siege from Mr. 100 Fan Club is pretty decent, but if they are able to use this Jarvan and this Aurora to pop the backline, things can happen. I think Harry really needs to, take the game into his hands right now and try and pull a miracle out of the bag if we want to get to a Game 3.
Yeah, look, there is a world out there where they do manage to be able to kind of win this and pull it out of the bag. It is going to be a very difficult task, a bit like turning water to wine, but I am here for it, and it would be amazing if they can manage to go ahead and pull that. They are incredibly on the back foot here. They have lost their... I believe they've got their inhibs open. They haven't lost any of the inhibs yet. Locke is really becoming a real damage menace. The autos are hitting like trucks now. Hopefully the Randuins can maybe, again, what I was saying before, they're kind of exhausting the Randuins. Maybe onto Locke, try and get then Harry D as well, or Selfish in there to put a stop to it. But yeah, unfortunately, I think Harry D is going to have to manage to make some form of miracle work here occur.
Yeah, and obviously the chatters did not expect both of these games to go the way of Mr. 100 Fan Club, but here we are, and we are in the midst of a very interesting game as Renekton is opting for the Blade of the Ruined King third. Not too sure about that one, but we'll see how that one pans out, as on the other side of things, it looks like a Titanic Hydra is potentially in the works for the Mundo. So, no Heartsteel, but Titanic Hydra will do in terms of giving him a little bit more of an edge. But yeah, this is a very squishy Renekton build, and will probably be getting popped.
Yeah, which, I guess the only way for him to avoid kind of getting popped is just to take out that Harry D as well as Selfish kind of first.
Oh! Harry D almost takes out pressure. You know, the one thing that they can do is use the ego of Mr. 100 Fan Club against them. You know, they're feeling good. They're feeling like they could win pretty much every fight. But if they're able to get some interesting little engages off with this Aurora, they possibly can do something. But they're catching out onto You Can Dream right now. He is, going to tank up all that damage from Griff. No magic res, but it doesn't matter, as Griff doesn't quite do enough damage to kill the Mundo.
Yeah, they do force out Mundo's ultimate there, which is always kind of a nice thing. We won't have it hopefully if a team fight occurs very, very soon. Scatter the Weak there. Kind of almost saved him though, I think. It's a bit of an unfortunate, I get it. Like, you know, you have abilities, why not cast him? But did throw him back into Old and Wash kind of team. The best bet was probably not to Scatter the Weak, as now pressure
Golden
comes in.
Features is going low here. It's going to get annihilated by this Tristana, and the Tristana is going mad right now in the backline. Harry D is being caught on the backside. You Can Dream is taking a couple bullets. Locke is shooting away as Harry D is limping back into the base with Ghost Pop, and potentially with one big push here, the OVL champions will be Mr. 100 Fan Club.
As they go ahead and now lay siege to the top lane. All three inhibs now laying exposed. They will push in the top lane, take the D's towers, and with that, I do fear that is the end of OBL Season 2.
Mr. 100 Fan Club just absolutely taking it to Old and Wash. 2 games, 2 aggressive team comps, and 2 quick finishes. We are seeing your new champions, and a 2-time champion in Griff in the mid lane has picked up his 2nd chip here at OBL as we finished the season with a new champion, some familiar faces, but legends go, legends come, but Griff is forever.
No, that was a incredibly well played kind of game there by Mr. 100. Very rough game for, and I'll quickly get this one updated. Very rough game there for Old and Wash. The kind of more or less the entire game, right? That's still the old one. To try and get to more or less save that kind of game, right?
Yeah, they just didn't have many tools to try and win, if that made sense,
Yeah.
Just like the first game, there was a lot of pressure on Harry to carry that game, and I feel like Soltex kind of shied away from taking the carry role that he potentially should be trying out. I felt like that second game was definitely a Neferi angle. There were some tools that he had to work around, like the Syndra, like the Tristana, and like the Talia, but you just got to go for it. You have to have full confidence in yourself, and I feel like the Jarvan just wasn't the right pick there, especially that early on in the draft. Yeah, you could even leave it later down the pick line, as I mean, your counter pick to Syndra was Aurora, which is a huge draft mistake in my opinion. If you're going to be like giving Harry a R5 draft, you're going to be doing something a little bit more dynamic than an Aurora into the Syndra. Obviously very confident on that champ and not knocking Harry at all. He is an exceptionally good player, but these drafts just don't highlight the strong points. I think Selfish, in all regards, had a really good series. I think You Can Dream struggled quite hard in the top lane, and then Features, I think Features just wasn't as experienced as they could have been against mages, mage supports. I felt like that extra layer that pressure brought with his champ pool really paid dividends. Both games, the Hui even did more damage than the Jhin.
Yeah, it was very kind of prevalent the whole the game. Like again, just to quickly pull attention to the gold difference there. How steady it was climbing permanently in the direction of Mr. 100. There was no kind of like, what's the word? I would argue kind of deciding massive big fights that turned the kind of game, except of course the last two, the aces, which more or less was the kind of nail in the coffin, right? But yeah, it was very constant pressure that Mr. 100 was able to apply the entire game, and
very similar to game 1 as well. It's just a steady climb, just making really good plays, and even when Old and Wash were finding like good opportunities to get kills and stuff, they were cross mapping it with precision.
Yeah, exactly. And I just want to, because they did a lot of kind of damage and presence that game. Let's quickly just have a quick peek at Locke's kind of stat line up there. Again, kind of sitting the KDA, the 13-1, very impressive kind of ending towards that 1,000 damage a minute, and contributed about just under 30% of the team damage there. Very, very strong kind of plays there. Would you be down to perhaps maybe quickly chat with the winners and the losers of that game, and we can get their thoughts quickly?
Yeah, let's try and get someone in. I reckon if someone wants to jump in, we could either grab Griff or Locks. I think performed extremely well.
Yeah.
Or even Top. Either of those three really did well.
Yeah, easy. Give me just 1 second, and I will see if I can grab anyone. But yeah, is there any? I'll quickly go back to the game analysis. Is there anyone that you would want to quickly jump into the kind of the items or their stats or anything like that? A very strong play by like Locke. Again, each of them team fights, you can kind of see they're just the auto bang, just the sheer quantity of damage kind of coming through.
Yeah, it was an awesome performance from Locke there. Tristan is such an aggressive champion, and to pull it off like that. It was absolutely incredible. I felt like the build was pretty insane. He managed to get an Infinity Edge and a Yuntao's pre sort of like 17 minutes, if I am correct. But two very expensive items on a Tristana. It's all easy from there.
Yes, exactly. Of which we do have Harold. I will quickly pull him up, and we can have a quick chat with him.
Sounds good.
Good evening.
Hey,
how
mate.
are we?
Hello.
Hello, and congratulations on the big win. How did that feel for you guys? It looked like a bit of a shellacking from our end, but yeah, how did it feel on the Rift?
I mean, it felt pretty good. We were kind of, honestly, a bit surprised that it went like that, to be honest.
Why is that?
Oh, we just thought that they would, I don't know, put up, I don't want to faint them, but like put up a bit more of a fight. I don't know, they just sort of felt a bit off today.
Yeah, it definitely seemed like that. I felt like your guys' drafting was really good, and I felt like they had a really solid idea of how they wanted to draft against you and how they wanted to play, but they didn't have any variation in their draft once they saw certain draft elements from you guys. And yeah, I thought you guys did an amazing job in the draft. You really used your elements well. Thought the way you utilized Pressure's champion pool was awesome. Gave him some nice mages in the bot lane. The way looked a bit shaky at the start of the game, but the Talia was really nice.
Yeah, we have the semi-advantage, and obviously I've played with Golden Features before and played with him and against him for years. So I do kind of know that when you play off meta supports, he's not as confident in lane. He'll make more mistakes, you can punish him more.
Yeah.
It was good, and I mean, everyone was firing on all cylinders. Top was an absolute force of gravity in the top lane. Everyone had to, sort him out, and it gave you guys a lot of space on the map to do what you wanted. Yeah, any shoutouts to him from yourself?
I mean, shout out to my top laner for somehow getting his one trick every single game.
Yeah, I mean, you guys B1'd Volibear, and then their immediate counter was Cho'Gath. Did you find that interesting?
Yeah, I mean, he says he'll play volley into anything, so he doesn't care what gets locked in. You could lock in anything and he'll be like, yep, that's me.
Ego.
Yeah, he just creates so much pressure in the top lane. It was really well played by him. But I mean, even Ring Grease going up against Soltex, who is one of the best junglers we have here in the OBL. He was just making aggressive play after aggressive play. Both games got the first 2 dragons and all 3 grubs. Was that something you guys expected to be able to accomplish on the map?
I thought we thought we'd get grubs pretty often because our top lane would probably be ahead, and then we would usually swap our bot laner. But if the top lane's ahead, we don't even need to. So we usually expect to get the grubs. The dragons were a nice bonus, I'll say.
And question for yourself: you are an absolute nightmare to deal with in these high pressure situations, finals, semi-finals. you always seem to get the better of whatever caliber of mid laner you are versing in the playoffs. Is there any special quality you think you have that allows you to do that?
Well, I think I've played a lot of tournaments and quite a few finals, so I don't get as nervous, I'd say. I'm a bit more locked in. Make less mistakes just because I'm used to it. Whereas I think some people who haven't played many tournaments get a bit shaky, get a bit... Like, they make mistakes that they wouldn't normally make if they were just playing, generic groups game.
Yeah, it's definitely something Corey and I noticed throughout the series was you just played your own game. You didn't force too many things, whereas your counterpart Harry was really in a position where he had to, carry the game, and I think that forced more mistakes than created opportunities.
That's just a bit how Harry plays. I think he's an aggressive mid laner. He won't be able to sit there and farm. It's just not what he does, He looks for those things.
There's always a play to be made somewhere.
But no, you guys controlled the map really well. I thought your communication was great. Your cross mapping was exceptionally good, and it didn't really give Old and Washed any room to play. Another good question is, are you guys running it back together?
No, I mean, even with the because of the div changes, we wouldn't be able to stick together and compete in either divisions.
Oh, that's right. You're off to BL, aren't you?
Yes, I'm helping out the BL boys to see if we can get them slightly further in the finals run.
Are you moving into a coaching role, so to say?
Oh no, I'm playing with them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I think Celtics is moving in to coach them though, the certain BL teams.
Nice. So you're jumping under the wing of Honda, who, as you saw earlier in the awards, picked up a couple nice awards for himself. It's a really good org to get a part of, and I'm excited to see what you can do in terms of leveling up. Because Brisbane Logic is a fun team and they create some great content, but on the Rift they're not as a force, and I think you jumping into that will really boost what they got going on.
Yeah, I think they've got some strong bones though. I think we can definitely pull something out. Their ADC is a bit of a monster, a bit of an animal. Usually does pretty well from what I've seen.
Yeah, absolutely. But Corey, if you have any other questions, fire them away.
No, not really. I do just want to quickly do a little, more or less kind of a shout out. Something I did realize from Game 1 as well as Game 2. Mr. 100 Fan Club. Your ability, more or less, even though in Game 1 it came into play a little bit later on, to Game 1 you're pretty much equal in kills the whole way up until the 14th kill, which is around I believe the 18-20 minute mark. Even then, you're able to slowly climb ahead in gold, even though with all the fighting and the bloodbath that's occurring, your macro ability and to slowly gain that lead is really showed itself tonight. So I just want to say a quick shout out and congratulations. Very well played.
Most of that shout out has to go towards pressure / fade, whatever he tells us what to do.
Nice. Was Fade taking over shot calling and that kind of stuff for the series?
Yeah, well, our normal support Nays our shot caller, so we kind of need a support that also shot calls, because otherwise top, mid, and jungle will be silent.
Yeah,
we're too busy concentrating on playing the game.
No, it was a really well played, and if there was any overarching game plan coming into this series, what would you say it is?
We definitely had a game plan. We said before the game started, we just have to know where Soltex is at all times, and then we should be able to win.
Yep, fair enough. I mean, it's pretty good against most junglers. I saw that Ringgrease was visiting the bot lane quite a lot in that Game 1, and then was visiting top lane quite a lot in Game 2. Was there any sort of weaknesses you saw out of those two lanes?
Well, we know Selfish likes to play a bit aggressive. He'll use an aggressive Ezreal, so you can sort of pick him up when he does that occasionally. And then Dream is just a bit of an overextender sometimes. So is my top laner, but they didn't punish him for it, so...
I felt like you guys were able to use top's pressure a lot more effectively, where say in the first game, if a Maokai is ganking a Cho'Gath into a Volibear top, you're kind of just totally sweet for that. I thought there was a bit of a draft oversight from Old and Washed, but it was perfect and it played out really well for you guys.
No.
Yeah, sorry, that wasn't a bit of a question, more of a statement, but yeah, it was more of just like a. Does it take pressure off you in the mid lane having having so much prio in that top lane?
Yeah, it does, because I mean, Toltecs we know spends a lot of time near the bot lane, so we sort of assume that someone's usually on the bot side of me, so I sort of play that way. Did get a few times where the support was mid and my support just said oops in response.
I mean, it happens. You can't really be roaming on a mage too much, but yeah, you guys took every advantage you could out of them in that second game, and Locke had an insane performance. What was the call for the Tristana like in the draft there?
He just saw the what did they lock in first? They locked Zyre and something else.
Zyre and Jarvan.
Yeah, they saw Zyre and Jarvan. He just said this is a free Tristana game, and
Nice.
I guess it was.
Definitely was.
He knows what he's talking about. I don't.
It was an awesome game, and yeah, we didn't get to see any crazy picks from you. No Vexes or anything like that. No Luxes, unfortunately, banned away. But yeah, was there any secret mid lane pick that you had under your wing in case you needed to pull it out?
I mean, I don't think he locks it in, but if someone locks in Galio mid, I will play Darius mid.
Ooh. Unfortunately, we did not get to see that. I don't think Harry could ever bring himself to playing Galio, though.
No, it's a shame. I mean, yeah, no, I don't think I have any really crazy pocket picks, to be honest. It's all just mages.
That's all good. Well, thank you for your time, mate. I really appreciate it, especially after winning a somewhat intense series, but nice and quick. You are actually the only two-time OBL winner at this stage. How does that feel?
Oh, it feels pretty good. I get to keep my shiny name. That's honestly the best bit.
It's the highlight.
And I get to make fun of features after today.
Yeah, you're definitely the common denominator in terms of victory. But yeah, thanks again. GG's on your series. Big congratulations to your team as well. Give them all our congratulations. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your night. And we look forward to seeing you guys in the next season.
Yeah, thanks for casting.
Yeah.
No worries.
Adios. Have a good night. Thank you for a good show. Do we wish to quickly speak to Soltex?
Yeah, we could get Soltex in here if he wants.
Good evening,
Hey,
Soltex.
mate.
How are we?
Hello. Not too bad, considering we just got fucking rolled 2 games in a row.
I mean, congrats on the runners-up. I felt like it was a really good effort from you guys in the whole season, and you were the team that everyone was looking out for. Unfortunately, the execution today didn't come through. I felt like it was a pretty tall task, especially with how Mr. 100 was playing. But you showed up and you had a good time, and that's what the OBL is about. What have been some of the highlights for you this season?
I mean, honestly, highlights just playing with my team. To be honest, I love my whole team. It's been pretty vibey. Like, we don't really get tilted or anything. We just play, have fun, kind of just improving together. I mean, I was pretty bad at the start of the season, I think, and improved quite a lot throughout it. So yeah.
No, absolutely. Definitely have seen you grow as a player throughout the split and really become a dominant force in the jungle. It's been a pleasure to watch the Old and Wash squad together. In terms of what is on the cards for you next split, I know you're not going to be on the Rift, but will Old and Wash still be around?
I believe so. I think Golden is going to make a roster again, like maybe in Div 2, possibly Div 1. I'm actually not sure if he's decided which Div he's going to play in. Depends what roster he can build, I guess. But it should still be staying alive, yeah.
Yeah, and apart from that, obviously circling back, probably don't want to talk about the finals too much, but how did you feel in there?
I mean, honestly, it was just rough. I don't know. We kind of just all had an off day. I mean, we kind of just lost all 3 lanes in jungle, in both games, and got rolled. I mean, we definitely could have won game 1. We had positions that we could have won for sure. I think I had the bad Maokai ult when they took my blue buff, or like were on my blue buff, that kind of like if I didn't do that, maybe it wouldn't have blown the game out and we could have won if I just looked mid or something. But yeah, I mean, it was just an off day, and they played a lot better than like they played their best, and we played probably, you know, arguably our worst. So that's why we ended up just getting like kind of rolled. It was quite one-sided in both games, but yeah, just off day for us. I don't really know, eh? Normally we fucking win every lane and just, you know, like win the game, and my life is so easy as a jungle, but yeah, it was quite tough today.
Yeah, definitely some formidable lanes, you know, obviously Locke, Griff, and Top, all very good sort of like laners in their own rights. And so yeah, put a lot more pressure on you. Was there any specific decision to have you on the more supportive junglers for this series?
I mean, I haven't really played carry jungles all season really with this team. I used to in scrims early days, and it was alright, but generally we just play like front to back, and yeah, like normally I do just play the engage jungles, which has worked for us this whole time. Just yeah, today was kind of rough. We didn't win many of our lanes or anything, so
yeah, I mean, shit happens. Can't dwell on it. You know, I still think you guys had an awesome run, and you know, there's no harm in taking a loss like that, especially to, you know, a team like that who I think is stacked top to bottom. Obviously, you guys are stacked as well, and
I mean,
so it is what it is.
You did make it to finals, so again, take that to heart. Like, out of all of Division 1, here you are sat in the grand finals in second place. So again, congratulations. Still take that with you, man.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy. I think we're the two best teams in the comp, and there's no one else I'd rather lose to in the finals. I mean, they're all great guys on that team as well, so happy. I'm honestly more upset that we kind of disappointed them, you know, because we didn't show up today for at least like a good series. So that's more what it is. But yeah, no, I'm happy we made it this far. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was still a good showing, and it was really, honestly, for both games, I think it just came down to the drafts. I thought you might not have been as prepared for the mage bot lanes as you could have, and that kind of, you know, you left a big sort of hole in the bot lane. But in game 1, it was very exciting. I liked your comp. I liked the sort of like very deathball nature of it. It was just unfortunate that last sort of Baron led to the end of the game, because it was shaping up to be a really fun game. But obviously it affected you and the lads heading into game 2, and it was just quite hard to navigate just the full-on aggression from Mr. 100. But yeah, no, you had a tall task ahead of you, and nothing to be ashamed of.
Yep, too easy.
Too easy. Thanks for
Alrighty, thank you.
Is there any other notes or anything, any shout-outs you want to give?
Well, from me,
yeah.
I guess, yeah, I mean, shout out to my teammates. I mean, yeah, we got this far, so we've been doing great all season, and we just, yeah, have fun. Shout out to the opponents and the staff. Obviously can't do anything without the staff. I mean, Chef does a lot of work behind the scenes. Obviously the casters as well, like no one would be able to watch the games with you guys. Jacob, Catsby as well. Yeah, shout out to the opponents. They obviously played amazing today. Really happy for them, so yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you.
One last thing before you go, just are you going into season 3? Are you all staying together, or is the division changes breaking you up?
Division changes is breaking us up, and I'm not playing next season. I'm gonna take the split off. I'll be coaching a lot. I think Griff mentioned it when he was here that yeah, I'll be coaching. There'll be a Perth Logic team under the BL banner. So I'll be coaching them and maybe helping out around with the Div 2 and Div 3 teams under BL. So yeah.
Beautiful.
But we are seeing you in the arena tournament, though, right?
Oh, of course. I'm always there. I'll probably still be scrimming. I love scrimming, so I'll probably make a little scrim team. I know Harry loves it too. We used to scrim bloody every night, so
yeah,
I'll probably still scrim a bunch
I've
of
scrimmed
the
you guys
Div
a lot.
Yeah, so I'll still be out there. People will see me, but I will be taking the split off for a bit of a break.
Nice. Well, you know, even though it is a Sunday night, mate, you've definitely earned yourself a beer. So go enjoy the rest of the night with your team, and yeah, thanks for jumping in and having an interview with us.
Too easy. Thank you, guys.
All
Cheers,
good.
Softies,
Adios.
mate.
Have a good night. Alrighty, I will throw us back to the cameras, but I know your camera's dead, so I have put mine one center.
That's all good. Yes, I had my I use my phone as my camera, as my webcam is scuffed. It's good for Teams meetings when I'm at work, but for this it makes me look like I'm shooting on a Nokia. But it also just ran, having the camera going on it just ran my phone completely dry, and it hasn't even turned back on still.
That's fair. All good, but yeah, no, it was a very, very fun series of games tonight. Good show up from Mr. 100, and yeah, though unfortunate outcome for Olden Wash, I would still argue on, like, in game 1, they said that they got rolled. I don't think that was the case. They were equal in kills, and like the only gold lead was like 3k, 2.5k at like 20-minute mark or whatever. They fought very well.
It's a back and forth, yeah.
Yeah,
it was just
exactly.
the only unfortunate thing was that they went in one by one and they all died. And
Exactly, right.
If that had gone differently, we might have had a 3-game series on our hands. But you know, when you're playing against the best, you can't make mistakes. And Saltex did mention that they just weren't firing on all cylinders today. And I think that I definitely agree with that. But that's all good, you know. You gotta show up on the day and
exactly.
And, you know, put out your best foot forward. But, you know, big shout out for even making it possible. It was an exciting series that everyone wanted to watch, simply for the fact that both these teams are amazing.
They are, honestly. Well, yeah, exactly. They made it to the finals, and the whole time, they've really put in the work, if that makes sense. Like, they've been a very strong players, very strong team the entire of Season 2. All of them. But yes, is there anything you'd like to wrap up and finally say, or otherwise I will
big thank you obviously to all the staff. Thank you to everyone who contributed to the awards and voting. It makes my job very easy, and it makes me happy when people vote, because I don't want to be picking who wins the awards. But yeah, no, thanks to all the players for this season. Really excited to have you back next season. Sorry that we had to split up the streams today. It was a bit of an oversight from us on the production side of things. But, you know, we still got to watch some fun League of Legends. And yeah, excited for next split.
Yeah, exactly. And everybody, thank you for joining us. I hope it was a good watching, the grand finals. I am keen to quickly jump into Discord and find out what happened with the Division 2 Grand Finals that were running in conjunction. And yeah, from me as well, massive shout out to pretty much all the staff as well as the players. Massive shout out to Chef. Good lord, does he cook in the background. So it's been a pleasure joining here right at the end to be able to host the Grand Finals with you, Grunky. You've done amazing work casting the entire, a large amount, man.
No, it's all good. I do it for fun. So, no, thank you as well for joining us and making the stream nice and polished. I know for a fact that when it's me running the stream, it does not look very visually appealing. But,
it's difficult.
You know, every Sunday, I don't mind putting my voice on the line to give everyone a good time and to highlight some of these awesome players and this community that we're a part of.
Yeah, easy. Well, with that, one last everyone, thank you for joining us tonight at the OBL. That is the end of Season 2. Arena tournament will happen, I believe, not next weekend, but the following weekend on the Sunday. Saturday,
it will be
25th.
the 25th. Yes, that's
Perfect.
not next weekend, but the weekend after. So we'll join you all for that. I'll be playing, so I won't be casting.
I will be casting, so
go easy on me. Go easy on me.
No promises. But with that, everybody, thank you for joining us. We will catch you for the next stream. Adios, and have a good night.
Thank you. Bye.